and we ain't never got to box again. Well. If I was Floyd and he was me,
yeah,
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit.
Yeah.
As me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds, and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see him jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. His channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern." Click the link.
What's good? What's good? What up with the boxing fam? How y'all feeling today, man? Back to build on this boxing. We on time today. We gonna cook like we always do. Y'all already know, man. Smash the like button on the way in. Sub to the channel. Turn your notifications on and come build with the fam. Y'all already know. Crush my guy, what it do, bro? Big Dre, what's good, family? DJ 33 in the building. What's good, family? Yeah, that's Judah Ben, Judah Vision. I be coming through here. Ace was good. I heard my heart knowing I can't support Bam until the smoke clears now. What happened? What happened with Bam? What smoke? What smoke with Bam? Don't tell me. Hold on. I can tell you. I can tell you right now what it is, right? Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I can tell you. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about this. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Ooh. My bad, y'all. Yeah, how y'all feeling today, man? Is y'all ready to talk some boxing, man? I want to talk a little bit about this 5 versus 5 even being a thing. And I said it from the first time when they pulled off the first 5v5, Matchroom in Queensbury, man, they need to, when they got a good idea, they need to stand by it and keep delivering on it. That's a good idea. Those 5 versus 5s is where it's at. I think a lot of good fights could come out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I like that Eddie Hearn is even suggesting a 5 versus 5 with Matchroom and Golden Boy. I like
Davis versus Shakur Stevenson.
Who wins?
I think Shakur outboxes him.
That's probably what you talk about with the band beef, huh? With the band beef. Shout out to my guy, man, Big Dre, in the Cash App early, showing love, man. Much love to you, Big Dre. Appreciate you, family. As always. Said for the build, man. I appreciate it, man. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna build on this good boxing, man. I hope everybody had a good day. Hope y'all in the mood to talk a little
And we
bit
ain't never
about
got to box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now
that's
it's time for you to
yeah.
get your just due.
That's probably what you was talking about, though. Hey, shout out to Big Dre. Shout out to my baby girl, Miss Just Do. The Queen is in the building. Don't work too hard over there, Miss Director Do. Lisa, peace to the Queen. How you feeling today? Always good to see you cross promotion to build for all involved. You get me? I say yes. I got bad taking the L this week. Now, don't do it like that, man. Ray Patterson, what it do, bro? I like how I like how the different fighters have it not exactly split down the middle, but I like to hear what the fighters, the ones that compete at a high level, think about that fight. So, that one just swung in Shakur's favor with Bam, but it's so many people that's picked Tank too. It's just a pick. They could be wrong, and I'm pretty sure if he elaborate on the fight, you would hear more of what you want to hear. He just gave a little short on the spot pick. I mean, I thought that was cool. I knew it was gonna get people talking though. I knew it was gonna get people talking for sure. But let's talk about this, man. I know y'all seen it. Tell me y'all seen it. Eddie Hearn proposing a 5v5, man. I know I ain't the only one that seen it. I know I can't be the only one. I don't listen. I know this ain't signed and sealed, but I think it's worth a conversation because it's a lot of good fights that could come out of this, especially with him suggesting these matchups in and of itself. I think is good. Jordan, what it do, my guy? Shout out to Big Dre. And, hold on. Yeah, man, I think this could be a good thing in boxing. I'm on my Charlo shit. I think this could be a big. I think 5 versus 5 could be a big thing in boxing. Brian was good with it, fam. How you feeling? But I like it. I like the first one, even though Eddie Hearn got his ass kicked and it was a clean sweep. We seen good matchups. There were 50-50 matchups. Like you seen upsets. You seen fights that you thought other guys were going to win and they didn't. You get what I'm saying? Nick Ball and Ray Ford. That was razor thin. You get what I'm saying? They fought to the end. That went to the wire. That was a good fight. You get what I'm saying? Ammo got completely destroyed by Hamza Shiraz. Nobody expected that. Dudes was getting their asses kicked, man. Matchroom taking L's left and right. So it don't surprise me that Eddie Hearn is the one suggesting a 5 versus 5. He gotta get some licks back. He gotta get his licks back, man. All his fighters been getting their asses beat, man. He can't go out like Willie Lump Lump, bro. Eddie can't go out like Willie Lump Lump, y'all. I like Willie Lump Lump, yo. Eddie can't go out like that. So I see him suggesting this. Big dog Willie, my guy, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? I see my guy suggesting this, and I like it. I think this could be a good thing if he can get this to work, man. If these guys can work together and make this happen instead of trying to one up each other, we could see a lot of good matchups. That's where I'm at with it. I want to see fights, y'all. I really do. I want to see good fights, man. And I'm telling you, cross promotion is where it's at. Everybody wins, bro. Everybody wins because we get more favorable matchups. We get more 50-50 fights. Kyle Cooler was good with it, bro. Big dog Willie in the building. Ray Patterson, my Jersey brethren. How you feeling, bro? So that's what I want to see. Like you see the first one, I already know it's far fetched. It seemed far fetched. I ain't gonna lie right off the bat. Eddie trying to get Ryan Garcia beat up. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, y'all. When I seen this list, when I seen this little, list of matchups, I like it, man. I think Eddie Hearn been feeling us, man. Eddie Hearn feeling like we feeling. He trying to get Ryan beat up. Man. Ryan been out here disrespectful as hell. He been talking crazy. I remember he mentioned it. He mentioned it about he'll run it with boots. I remember he said this. I remember he said it. Now I know he all suspended and all that. And there's a bunch of stuff going on with Ryan, potentially in the future for this dude. But listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. The thought of him fighting Boots, I would get everything I want to see in that fight happen to Ryan. No disrespect to him, but he needed ain't nothing like a good ass whooping to calm you down. And I think that's what Ryan Garcia need, man. He deserve a nice foot up his ass, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I wouldn't mind seeing Boots do it. Now I get it. People gonna say, hey man, why get this dude a payday? But look, he's gonna make money anyway. Beth was good with it, fam. Think about it. He gonna make money anyway. This dude literally about to compete in an exhibition. I know it's some type of money in it for him, even if it ain't, what he'll make in an actual fight, but he's still gonna make some type of money. You get what I'm saying? George said, George said Boots won't even need a game plan. That's crazy. Boots get in there and kick his ass with no game plan. It'd be wild. But like I said, man, you've heard him. He spoke on it. He spoke about fighting him. He's been on a rampage. People ain't necessarily jacking him or feeling him. And my thing is, if we gotta know and hear about him fighting, why not hear and know about him fighting somebody that I definitely know put their foot in his ass? You know what I'm saying? So I think Boots would be the guy for that. That'd be too much like right though. You know what I'm saying? For what it's worth, I think a lot of people would pay attention to it. You get what I'm saying? I think a lot of people would really pay attention to that fight because Ryan, for better or for worse, he draws attention. You get what I'm saying? This dude, that's one thing I can give him credit for. He know how to draw attention to himself, whether good or bad, indifferent. That's what he is. He is social media guy. Like he can get, a crowd. He can stir up a crowd, and he know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, he already supposed to be having a exhibition that I don't think nobody in the world is gonna care about. But nonetheless, there he is. And like I said, you got people in boxing that don't care the fact that he's suspended. They want to go around that and still try to find a way to get this dude in the ring, which I think is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I think it's crazy. Lewis 45, Hundo in the building. How you feeling, family? What's good with it? Just what happens? Who should be Ryan, but crazy things that happen. Yeah, for sure. But I think we'll all see what we need to see. But I'll say this though, you know what I'm saying? Ryan always gonna have a chance to compete because when he get in the ring, he's gonna try to fight back. Right? I've never seen him lay down. He ain't lay down for the monster that Tank Davis is. He tried to fight him back, right? And it didn't work in his favor, but he tried to fight, right? So he always any man that gets in the ring with two hands in shape that knows how to fight and actually willing to engage and fight back, give themselves a fair enough chance to win. But I think when it's all said and done, when you break down the X's and O's, when you look at the dedication of a Boots Ennis and how committed he is to the sport, it just it's not going to be one of those. It's not going to be a Devin and Ryan situation. No slight to Devin. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be one of those where everybody thinking that just one guy going to win and it just don't happen. No, hell no. That's going to be a fight where most of the people going to think Boots going to win. He's going to be a heavy favorite, and that's what's going to happen. I refuse to believe anything else from what I've seen from them dudes in the ring, from the way they fight, styles to discipline, commitment to the ring, dedication, all that stuff is in Boots' favor. He won't be way bigger than Boots. That shit won't matter. He won't be punching way harder than Boots, but he still got a real enough punch. He could, Ryan crack you. He could hurt you. That's what I believe. I think the dude really just gifted in that regard with speed and power. So he's blessed with natural athleticism, but he's the example of hard work beating talent when talent don't work hard. That's the prime. That's the best way to describe Ryan Garcia at this point in his career. He's the kind of guy where you think about him. Hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. He's a talented guy, no doubt. That he's naturally more talented than some of these guys coming up. But the fact that he doesn't work nearly as hard as these guys is always going to kind of stop him from, I think, reaching his full potential, whatever that may be. So the good thing for him is he's still young. You know what I mean? He got a lot of his career left in front of him if he handled the situation the right way. And he could change for the better. He could start maturing. Everybody mature later. He just don't seem like he at the point where he's fully mature. And I think that's holding him back from being the best fighter that he could be, because with that maturity would come with discipline and dedication and focus to the sport and prioritizing, right? And that's just not where he at right now. He all over the place. He feel like he can do what he wants, say what he wants. There's no consequence to it. And that's just how he moves. So I think until he gets to a point where he could really mature and grow up, start really acting his age, not his shoe size, as they say. And I think he, you could potentially see a better fighter in Ryan Garcia. But as of right now, with the path that he's on, him and Teo to me is like in the same boat. Very talented young fighters, but just mentally all over the place, and they always in the headlines for the wrong shit. And neither one of them seem like they have control, enough self control to do better than what we've seen thus far. So, like I said, man, this 5 versus 5 could be a good thing in boxing. I'm behind it as an idea. I think it put a lot of good people in the ring with each other. Like I said, man, nobody would even think about a Boots and Ryan because it just sounds like it's laughable. Like the thought of that, right? But shit, man, crazier things have happened, right? Shit, Ryan Garcia. No, if somebody would have told you in 2020 or 2022, 2023, any year before now, that in 2024, Ryan would have had Tank Davis and Devin Haney on his resume, you would think they was talking crazy, right? But fast forward to today, that's exactly where we at, right? Ryan has been in the ring with both Tank and Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Despite what people may think about him, the dude is willing to get in there to a certain degree. So I don't know. I'm not against saying Boots go in there and crack his head. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to Big Dog. Breaking news. Bill Haney had one dad of the century. Voted on the YouTube boxing community. Also one the honest man that the world's ever known by the YouTube boxing. Me. I don't know what YouTube boxing community that is, Big Dog, but they lied. They lied. They was getting up from them hooks. Boots never going down for hook, man. Not even going down. Nah, I don't think so either. Tony was good with it. 5 versus 5 thing that you're talking about, the matchroom and Golden Boy is this prospects. Uh, Tony, you gotta look at this screen, bro. Look at this screen. All the fights that Eddie Hearn has suggested, because this is a tweet from Eddie Hearn that I'm speaking on. It's all in on the screen. You got Boots versus Ryan, Shakur and Zepeda, Ortiz and Madrimov, Zordo and Ja Opataya, Catterall versus Jose Ramirez. He said equals easy work. So cool, not understanding where they are. Saying these ignorant kind. Yeah, that's where they at, Tony. They ignorant. Rolly was good with it. Said Golden Boy wins 5 zip. Hell nah. Hell nah. And that again, if you really feel like that, that's why we need to see it, because I think those matchups are good. You know what I mean? Look, I know people ain't too high on seeing Boots and Ryan, but who wouldn't pay for that? I actually paid to watch the Boots beat his ass. I ain't gonna hold you, and I think Boots would beat him. I think my guy Shakur, I think he beats Zepeda. I think Zepeda is a real test, a real challenge for him. That's a real name to put on his resume, and that'll bump him up, a step further in his career, right? So I definitely see him pulling that off. Ortiz and Madrimov, that's an interesting fight. Ortiz and Madrimov is very, very interesting because Madrimov has a little tricky style, right? He can box and give Ortiz issues, so that won't be an easy fight for him. And this is what I'm saying. If you just look at him outside of Boots and Ryan, and Ryan got an opportunity there. Not saying he's gonna win, but it's not as lopsided. What I'm saying is people think. I don't think so, right? But at the same token, I know 100% in my mind who's gonna win. So Payton and Shakur, there's some unknowns there as well, right? He presents some things, that you know through 22 fights, Shakur probably hasn't seen with those opponents just yet. So that's a good fight in and of itself too. I don't know if you want to call it 50-50, but it's right up there with it's a fair fight to make. You know what I mean? So Zepeda got more fights than Core. It ain't no excuse there. He should be more than ready to go out there and take the challenge. Same for Shakur. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a good fight. Ortiz and Madrimov, very good fight. Zordo and Opataya. I'm not big on Zordo. Definitely not at cruiserweight. I think Jay Opataya is possibly the best cruiserweight right now. And I would lean towards him in that fight over Zordo. You know, Catterall and Jose Ramirez, another interesting fight. I wonder how much, Jose still got left, because he still can get up into gear, man. That's another good fight. Could swing either way. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I like those matchups, man. I think we need more of this for boxing. We need more of these guys working together and putting these guys in the ring. That's how we're gonna get these matchups that we really want to see. Because think about it, just looking at this list right here, it almost seemed far fetched that they'll ever put these guys in the ring with each other. But why not? I don't see no reason why these fights can't happen. I'm talking about all of them. And I'll make the exception with the Ryan thing because he's a bit of a wild card. But outside of that, all these fights make sense, y'all. Am I tripping? Outside of Boots and Ryan, that's the craziest one. You know what I'm saying to me. But everything else on this, I like it. I like it. And the close fight was a pay in court, but for me, winning that fight by split decision, nothing wrong with that. Cornelius was good with it. Zepeda just got to prove it, you know. Same thing for Shakur, but ain't nothing wrong with somebody thinking Zepeda win. That's good. Everybody can't think Core win, and that's a good reason to see the fight. He throw a lot of punches. Volume guy. He got good size to him. Shakur won't be way bigger than him or nothing like that. He got good power. He's a body snatcher. It'd be a good fight. It'd be a good test, good challenge for him. But like I said, the way I see it, I think Core going uses IQ and outsmart Williams and Peter. For me, I've seen Williams and Peter fights. They typically looks relatively similar. How you go about his business, but he's a hell of a talent and he's dangerous. So it's not easy to deal with. But again, with me, Shakur, it'd be about controlling distance and range, control the geography in the ring, and beat them. That's how you neutralize guys, volume guys, dudes that like to throw a lot of punches. You control distance and range. You know what I'm saying? You don't let them get to their sweet spots. With Williams and Pater, he likes for guys to be in front of him. Not saying he can't hunt you down because he's fought a couple movers and done relatively well. So he stopped Cabrera recently, you know what I'm saying? And now he's fighting Tevin Farmer, so that's more experience for him. If he get past him, that could serve him well in terms of some experience going into a fight with Shakur. But again, it's all about IQ and levels, and I think Core just outsmart him, yeah, outsmart him. Don't be in range where you don't let him get his shots off. Don't let him punch in combinations. Just not being available to be hit and making it extremely hard for him to locate him in there. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun to watch. Cornelius, my guy. My Jamal Ortiz. A lot of problems, me too. Absolutely. I was busy. Jose Ramirez about to fight Barboza next Saturday. Who you got, Just? That's a good one, man. That's an even fight to me, yo. That's kind of 50-50. Part of me, Barboza can pull it off, but I think if, like I said, if Ramirez still got that hunger in him, and I think that's the word I'm looking for. If he's still hungry, I lean towards Ramirez, bro, because he can box and he's aggressive. He like to mix it up and get in there. So I want to lean towards Ramirez. Barboza is a solid, good boxer, right? But nothing that jumps off the page. But his fights sometimes be something be missing from his fights, and guys, they just look too close. Like he don't really take a fight and run with it to me. Like he let guys hang around, and Ramirez ain't the kind of guy you want to allow to hang around because if he can still up that tempo like he used to, man, he can make it a very tough fight for Barboza. Yeah, they all make sense. Even that one, if you know, if nothing else would come up better, let's talk fashion. My guy Remo in the building, dope FEP by the way. You know what I mean? Yeah, I definitely do. You get me? It's like sure it's control, but Lopez and Garcia, they don't know how to control this thing. Yeah, man, immature, ignorance, and we gonna get into some more of that too, because I got a clip from Teofimo Senior talking about how he got beat up and jumped, and the correlation is if you see what his son is going through right now, he's going through a lot of negative pushback, backlash in the media because of the things that he's saying out his mouth. But in the clip that I'm about to play in a little minute, you're gonna hear Teofimo Senior. He moves the same way as Junior, so the apple don't fall far from the tree, and that's who he's learning from. So I'm not giving Tio no out. He's still a grown man, but I'm a firm believer. You got a dad in your life, man. You pick up everything from him, and that's what he's picked up the ignorance from him as well. And like I said, his dad said he could have died that day. All over the N word, just getting out of pocket. So yeah, man, those dudes got a lot to learn in terms of like what they shouldn't be saying, and I think they know better, man. I ain't trying to keep hearing that they from Brooklyn or they from New York, and you don't mean it like that. Well, just don't say it, man. I mean, if that saying that word is gonna get you that kind of trouble, don't even say it. You might as well like it ain't even that deep. I don't care. Nobody trying to hear from where you from. I'm from Brooklyn, and we don't give a damn, bro. Like we don't give a damn. You dropping N bombs. Your son calling people monkeys. He going crazy. Y'all, two assholes together, man. Kevin, what it do, my guy? So we gonna get into that. But like I said, I just wanted to have a little conversation about these fights and this 5v5. Like I said, man, they need to get behind this. This needs to happen in boxing. We need it, bro. We need it. We need it. Especially with Oscar and Eddie Hearn going at each other. Put them fighters in the ring, bro. Put these dudes in the ring. I want to see them scrap it out, all of them. Make all these fights. Shakur and Zepeda already need to happen. So, and no 5v5 need to happen for that fight to come to fruition. But at the same token, if this is the fashion in which it can be delivered, man, this shit is fire, man. It's fire, man. Let's get it going, man. Let's get some fights going. Put Ortiz in there with Madrimov, man. That ain't no easy fight for him. He messed around, get his ass kicked, man. You know, or you know what I mean. He messed around and lose that fight. You never know. You never know. He could. He got a good chance. He got a real chance. That's 50-50 shit. Madrimov ain't no hoe. We just seen how Madrimov competed against Terrence Crawford. Now I know Styles make fights, but Ortiz might have to make some adjustments the way he approached that. That ain't gonna be no easy fight. You know what I'm saying? And I've been hearing about that fight being whispered about too. So again, if they can deliver it in a 5v5 format, let's do it. Hell yeah. You just strike while the iron hot, while Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya beefing and going back and forth. Y'all go in there and Eddie, you get some of your licks back and win some damn fights. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, this setup right here is the closest that Eddie Hearn is gonna come to being able to run the table. And I don't even think he runs the table here. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So, but he got a hell of a chance. He got a good chance. Got a good chance. He got a damn good chance. So I would like to see it, bro. I would like to see it, bro. I would, man. I would. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. It's a good idea. And it again, I ain't gotta be sold on just these matchups alone, but the idea is where it's at. You get what I'm saying? Top Rank need to get on board. PBC, everybody need to get on board with this. That's what I feel like. Everybody need to get on board. 5v5 is dope. I mean, you got to think they already going at each other as promoters. What better way to settle it than put y'all fighters in the ring, man? You know, I would like it. I would like to see it. Rosa was good with it. Hannibal was good, fam. How you feeling? I don't care whether he beat him or not, though, Rosa. I don't care if Majramon beat Boychuk or not. It's still a good fight. You get me? I ain't skipping that, but I don't care. I still would want to see it. Either it's still a good fight. Whether you get what I'm saying? A lot of times we talk like fights shouldn't happen if somebody lose. Now, hell nah. I still would want to see it. That'd be a good scrap, man. Good, real good test for Ortiz, man, to see where he at 54. Especially after getting touched up because Boychuk, man, you just seen what he just did. So I think him and Madrimov gonna be a damn good fight. Damn good fight. But I like it, man. I just like the matchups. I love the boxing, man. And I try to steer a little bit away from the soap opera type shit. You get what I'm saying? And just talk pure boxing matchups. And these 5v5s, man, I'm gonna keep saying it while I'm talking about this, is where it's at. I think everybody need to be interested, bro. It's a force people that have to stand on some business, get in the ring and fight. Get what I'm saying? Who got the best stable, man? He said Majmal fainting the whole, but it was OD condition was crazy. Right. Oh man. Who I think wins between Garcia and Lopez. Close fight, do I think Ryan knocks out Lopez? I think it could go either way. I think Ryan could either knock Teo out or Teo could win on decision. I don't see Teo knocking Ryan out though. I don't see Teo knocking Ryan out. His power ain't crazy at 40. If that fight, whatever weight that fight would happen at, probably wouldn't even be 40. But I will watch it. It'll be a good fight. Teo will still be a favorite just based on confidence. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, you would. Absolutely, especially with Ryan not having no real like solidified resume at 40. You get what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. You get me? That's where I'm at with it, Crush. You get me? Let's see these fights. I ain't trying to skip the line. I think Chuck and Majimov gonna be phenomenal, but I'm still of the belief, man. Make good fights, even if it was a Chuck and Virgil Ortiz rematch. You get me? Being that they did have a fight where people felt like Chuck should have got the nod. I'm not against saying a rematch, especially say Chuck and Majimov fighting. Majimov come out on top. I mean, Chuck come out on top. Yeah, I watched that fight again. That was a fun fight to watch. Ortiz got his ass tested. I would love to see if he could make adjustments. And truth be told, I think that's the only way that Ortiz can can grow as a fighter. For him to grow, he gonna have to get tested and putting him in there with those different looks, them different guys that's hungry, that's actually gonna try to win. Chuck was trying to knock his head off. That's what he need. He need guys that ain't enamored by your power, don't care that you Virgil Ortiz. They coming in there to not be no opponent and lay down, but win. That's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? So Chuck fight like that, Majimov, he's a winner himself. You know what I'm saying? He damn sure comes to win. Yeah, 47 at catchweight. That's how I see it. That's what I think too. Especially with them two wild cards. Mm, nah, man. I mean, I think the bad look thing is a bit overblown, right? Because look at it. Look at it this way. It's not necessarily the best thing, of course, for a promoter if you're out there, putting together 5 versus 5 and getting swept, getting your ass beat, all your fighters losing, getting beat up, right? That's not something you want, right? That ain't something you want happening. But I think it's a deeper message that you send into the sport of boxing if you are going to be one of the pioneers to something as dope as what I think these 5 versus 5 could be, right? If you're gonna be a guy that is known for putting your fighters in there with risky, making the good fights, right? So on one end, yeah, it's a bad look when you ain't winning the fight to a degree, right? You don't want to lose, but at the end of the day, promoters don't fight, and losses happen all the time. But if you're a promoter and the reason that your guys are taking L's is because you putting them in there with 50-50 matchups and fights where they not heavy favorites where either guy could win, shit like that. I ain't mad, man. Hell with that. I could live with that as a promoter because that's what we need to see a little more of. I ain't saying ruin the sport by putting everybody in there, and top guy to top guy, but mix it up. It's too much talent in here to be pussyfooting and to be playing around. It's too much talent for people to not want to cross the street, for cross promotion fights not to happen. I'm tired of the politics. I don't want to hear about the money no more. I just want to hear them making fights that make sense. And like I said, man, 5 versus 5 need to be supported by everybody that like boxing. Because think about it, when we got that first 5v5, there was no real. Was it heavy favorites? I don't think so. I don't remember. Was it somebody? Somebody remind me. Am I wrong? Was there any heavy favorites on that? So that's where I'm at. This is a conversation strictly about just good boxing, and that's what these cards would lead to. People putting their pride and ego to the side and making fights that the people could enjoy and get behind. And it allowed them to talk a little bit of shit if they come out on top. You know what I mean? For what it's worth. Because all they do is talk shit to each other anyway. So why not start making fights that people can get behind? Dean, my God, by any means. How you feeling, Brody? Good to see you. Mr. Boxing Fanatics was good, fam. K calls you my guy. Yeah, just tired of it. I just want to see good fights, bro. So that's why I try to, for the first part of this live, I just wanted to steer towards a good boxing conversation. And I know this ain't, etched in stone and it's Eddie Hearn's suggestion. And he might be a little bit ambitious to even think this way. But shit, man, I'm tired of the politics being the reason we ain't seeing these fights. These guys want to fight, make it happen. Make it happen. That's how quiet I am is when Tyron fighters there with Turkey in the future. He already got Anderson B. Yeah, but now that's interesting though. He has been relatively very quiet though, Rosa. He's been very, very quiet. That's interesting. You're right. He's been very quiet, bro. Very quiet. But what I did read about that, Roger, was as far as Anderson getting beat, they looked at it like losses happen when you take on fights. They knew that was a dangerous fight. You heard how Bob Arum looked at it. He probably felt like he shouldn't even took the fight, but you know, he went and got that bread and he ain't stopped him from doing it. So I respect it. But I did read that just because he lost it, it's not the end of it for him. There's still to be other opportunities, is what I was reading. So what opportunities exactly, remains to be seen. But I did read that, so they were saying that that's just part. Basically, they supporting them through the loss. They understand that losses happen. They knew that was a tough fight. People, that more experienced guys, older guys, didn't even want to get in there with Martin Bacoli. And Jared Anderson said not only yes, but hell yes to the fight. So that's why I say that's one of those fights where it's a learning experience, bro. I think the fact that he kept getting up and fighting back and reacting in real time when he was getting knocked down, he knew he was making mistakes. When he got asked about the mistakes he made, he owned up to it. So I liked it, man. I liked it. I liked that opportunity. Dangerous as hell, but it was a good fight. But Am is relatively quiet, bro. Star Fox, what it do, fam? Zane Wilder, Hamza, Shiraz, you get what I'm saying? Ammo, like, I had faith in Ammo. Nah, I don't think Jared. Why is Jared done after one loss? See how we do fighters? One loss, he done. That shit is crazy, man. What is this? A new trend, bro? All right, listen. For you, I can't tell you how to see Jared, man. But for me, that was a very experienced guy that he was getting in there with. That was a real dog, a true dog he was getting in there with. So a loss was really always possible because those are true like 50-50 fight. You get what I'm saying? If you want to look at it, like it was a matter of strategy and game plan. Jared Anderson didn't. It's not like he had the skill and the tools to be able to come out successful. He fought the wrong fight, and Big Mark Bacoli was waiting for that ass. That's a true heavyweight. Jared Anderson is an undersized heavyweight, in my honest opinion. But it's like he don't fight like it. He don't look at himself that way, and I respect it. But you get what I'm saying? He fought in a way that he was fighting the rest of these guys, and Mark Bacoli was just too much of a man for that. He wasn't backing down, bro. Them punches didn't have the effect on Bacoli that he typically has on other guys. You get what I'm saying? So, but he just fought like with a lot of grit, a lot of heart, and less game plan, in my honest opinion, because he was trying to fight fire with fire, and that's how I know he was fighting off of react like just being a fighter in the moment, just fighting like a heavyweight, bro. But I can't throw him away after one loss. I know they can shake him up. It was a tough loss, but that definitely think he can bounce back because I don't think he got like battered and beat down. Like, see how clean his face was still at the end, and I don't mean he ain't take no punishment, but I think he'll be okay. It's just a matter of now you got to get back. You got to go see where you went wrong and make the corrections, bro, and just bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I think Larry can beat Hamza. That might be a little too much, Rosa. Somebody asked me that the other day. That might be a little too much. He'll still compete, I think, but I don't know if he'll beat him. I don't know, man. Hamza is real, man. I think he's a real deal, man. Has 0 Black American fighters on his record. Nah, hell nah. Hell no, you can't do that. Hell no, you can't do bad like that, Roly. Hell nah. Now he might not have some, but think about it. Who are the Black American fighters in those weight classes that he should be fighting? Ah, hell no, Bam ain't no damn cherry picker. Hell no. That dude fighting them guys them very accomplished vets, man. People trying to say, oh, he fighting all the old guys. I ain't trying to hear that. That dude doing it the right way. No, Bam special, man. Bam special little talent, man. Bam is a special talent addict because of the way they behave. Yeah, Tay, over here, we going to build on this boxing, man, because I love it. So, no, when y'all come here to build, we all can build, man. We love it. Mistakes, yep, that's how Big Baby fight. Yeah. That's what do you mean? He's made several mistakes, plenty of mistakes. That's how he fight, but that don't mean it's the way he fight. He been making those mistakes. That same way he fight is the same mistakes he been making, and he just got in there with somebody that was able to exploit it. So although it could be the way he fight, his tendencies and bad habits, I think could be corrected if tended to in the gym with the right amount of attention and time and dedication to it. Right? We've been hearing for several fights that he need to stop pulling straight back. And he still did it, and he paid big time for it. So, yeah, that's how he fight. But he can switch things up. Like what I'm saying is he didn't have to fight fire with fire. Uh, one thing about Martin Bacoli that's going to be a disadvantage to him. That should have been a big disadvantage to him against an athletic guy like Jared Anderson is the feet. He should have utilized the feet. Instead, he tried to fight fire with fire. He was trying to exchange blows and catch and shoot, and them shots was coming hard and fast, bro. Like he couldn't. That wasn't the right way to do it. You were supposed to take air off the tire, keep going to his body, boxing him, moving, just picking your shots, being patient because he too rooted in the ground. He too slow on his feet. But Jared Anderson made the mistake of fighting him how he fight all these other guys, all these other heavyweights, and that shit he wasn't going for it. So fire with fire was the wrong way. Box and move, pick your shots from the outside, be smart. You exploit the fact that he got slow feet. He like a tree in the ring. You get what I'm saying? But upper body, man, them hands be coming, bro. Them hands be coming. Yep. Yeah. Yep. I'm busy. What it do? Cecil, what it do, my guy? Yeah, Bam is a bad guy. Nah, it's all good. Shout out to you, Ace. I feel you. Nah, we just gotta. I'm just here to give you something else to think about. That's all. I ain't here to change your mind. You know what I'm saying? But he made the mistakes, but he could make the adjustments, bro. You get me? He just gotta understand it. And why I felt a little decent about the way I felt okay about him losing, because when they asked him about it, he admitted immediately to the mistakes that he made immediately, and that's a good sign because he's not in denial. He's not like, oh well, I just did this, and I was better than him. He just got like he ain't have no excuses. He's like, bro, I got beat. I'm making mistakes. I'm saying mistakes I be making, pulling straight back. He's like, I'll fix it. So as long as you can acknowledge where you went wrong, you can make the adjustments. Right? There's no denial there. You hear accountability in the loss, and that's how you grow as a fighter. Think about it. As a young guy, he could have said a lot of things. He could have made excuses, but he like, man, look, that dude tough. Nobody else wanted to fight him. You know what I'm saying? I jumped at the opportunity. He tough. Get me? He caught me pulling straight back, and he did. He paid dearly. That's why I say what we've been saying all the time watching him. When we see him pulling straight back, we like, yo, he can't keep doing that. He can't keep doing that. We've been saying that for several fights, yo. When he stepped up in competition, he can't do that. When he stepped up in competition, he can't do that. Stepped up to Bacoli, who we know was a big step up. Honestly, like that was a huge step. He didn't have to fight that guy, in my opinion, but he did it, and I respect it. But huge step up, and he paid, man. He caught pulled straight back, boom, got put right down. Bacoli was spinning that man. Man, he got some crazy punching power, bro. Got some crazy punching power. Yeah, it's like that though, Tony. Sometimes, man, you see people react that way because the loss, just for that reason. It's a tough loss. You get me? It's a tough loss. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, guys don't bounce back from certain losses. But I don't count him out because I think he's still focused. I think he still want it. I think he still wants something out of boxing. And as long as he stay committed, he can get better. I mean, get back to the drawing board, man. Like ain't nobody you gonna look at that's that age. What is he, 24? That fought Dan Martin Bacoli. Don't none of them, nobody that age got no Martin Bacoli on their resume. That dude got one loss. That's a loss to Michael Hunter in a close fight where he like threw his arm out or something in the fight, and Michael Hunter ended up winning, but that was a close ass fight. So Bacoli is damn near an undefeated guy. You know what I'm saying? Damn near an undefeated guy. Lopez, what do you say? Replaced Lopez versus Garcia fight. It was Zepeda versus Garcia. Lopez versus Zepeda. I mean, I doubt if they make them fights because they already got plans to make Shakur and Zepeda. But look, they're not bad fights. They're not bad fights. I mean, Zepeda make an entertaining fight because he come to fight. So if he fought Tio, he'll fight Tio the way Tio like to be fought with him coming forward. So Tio will have his opportunities to box and move and do what he do. Still be a good fight. If he fought Ryan Garcia, that'd be an interesting fight because Ryan Garcia don't have the legs and the athleticism from the waist down that Tio has, right? Um, Tio he got the footwork and the ability to get out of harm's way if somebody's pressuring him. You've seen it with Claggett. He dealt with that pressure very well, better than people gave him credit for. So I think the pressure of a Zepeda would bother Ryan Garcia more than it would Tio because Tio got the legs to get out of the way. Ryan, he a little bit slow from the waist down, and he's not the best mover in the ring. So I could see that pressure getting to him. And I could see the body attack getting to him too. But at the same token, he got that speed, and Zepeda got to be smart with applying pressure because Ryan got that check hook from hell, that fast ass hook from hell, and it's real. And his right hand is good. So those are both good fights, bro. Good fights. I'm not against none of them. Motown 909s. What it do, my guy? How you feeling? I don't think they overlooking Madrimov. They know he real. They know he real. Anybody that watched that fight and understand that he gave Bud a good test, a good challenge, they know he real. They ain't overlooking Madrimov. They know he real. And I don't mean to do that when you hear me talking about well, I ain't overlooking Madrimov, but I don't mean to overlook Boachuk. I just like good matchups, bro. I seen his 5 versus 5. I immediately thought of a conversation. I was like, yeah, Ryan would stop Zepeda. And I wouldn't doubt it that he could. He definitely could tunnel vision. But like I said, it's a matter of him landing his hook or Zepeda's pressure. You know what I'm saying? Getting to Ryan. That's the ways I see it. Ryan would either catch him on the way trying to come in and apply pressure. He could hurt him, possibly stop him for sure. I'm not against it. Or if Zepeda find a way to, break the distance, get in the inside, work the body, Ryan would be in some type of trouble. I could see him being in trouble. And especially the longer the fight go, the worse it'll get for him. Ryan got heart. Yeah, Claude was good with it, fam. Yeah, Ryan got plenty of heart. Shows you that fighting Tank the way he fought him, not just fighting him, but the way he fought him. The fact that he got in there with Devin, the way he fought him. I've been telling people for a long time, man. Ryan get a lot of flack, and a lot of it is because of him, the self-inflicted, the immaturity, and just the way he behaved and moved. But you put all that stuff aside and just look at the fighter and how he really moves. He done fought two of the best fighters in the world, straight like that. Whether you want to say it or not, he fought Devin, Haney, and Tank, two of the best fighters in the world, in my opinion. So I respect Ryan for that, but he gotta get his mind right. And he need to ass with it. I mean, he's paid and not all that. Um, it's just what it is Tank. He got size, he got length. He's a two-handed fighter. He got a really good body attack, solid punches. He ain't like he jump off the page off the screen at you with his style, but he's dangerous and he's effective with what he do. That's what it is, was the pay to. But, obviously they've moved him a certain way too. You know what I'm saying? They've kind of padded that record a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, name his best win. We'll all be here. We'll be here all day trying to name it. Cabrera, the one you just before you get me. So he just now moving into the direction where you can start really thinking that guy's got chances to beat him. And look, he's fighting a Tevin Farmer, but look at the time in which he's fighting. You get what I'm saying? It's not the youngest version, not the freshest version of Tevin Farmer. And he getting in there, and I think they're using that fight as a kind of a measuring stick for the Shakur thing. Kind of stiff. Yeah, he can be a little stiff, and he needs his sweet spots, Tay. He needs you to be kind of in front of him, obviously within range, but I call them sweet spots where he can get off with that two-handed attack to the body. And then he'll follow it up top. Right? He's good at what he do. He's good at what he do. He's effective. He's been a very effective, throughout his career thus far. But I think the buck stops with Shakur because of the distance and range control. I think that would be the big challenge for Zepeda trying to neutralize that. You get what I'm saying? Because his goal will be to break the distance and close the gap, to get in close, to work with both hands, right, to the body, to the head. But Dan Shakur, a wizard in there, man. He got very good eyes, very good vision. Reflexes is top notch. I think he'll give Zepeda fits. I just don't think he just won't give him the looks often enough, I believe. But it still is a real challenge for him. Still want to see the fight because you never know how it'll play out. Nah, Jared Anderson career ain't over, bro. The only way his career is over if he's not committed. If he's not focused, then he's not teachable, right? That's the only way. That's the only way it's over if he's not teachable. Just a little quick side note. Shout out to the Fax Machine, LWboxing. Per Virginia Athletic Commission, all fighters will adhere to a 10-pound rehydration clause on Friday's Norfolk card. So Friday's card, Keyshawn's card, all fighters will have to adhere to the 10-pound rehydration clause. Man, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. Man, it's interesting. Score can't hurt him. It's going to be hell. Not necessarily, because the thing is with me, and I get why you would say that, Picasso, because it's the hurt business, and you got to be able to hurt your guy. But I think it's more so about getting his respect. get what I'm saying, Picasso? We know Shakur is not like some devastating ass puncher, right? And he doesn't need to be that. I think his punch placement, timing, the way he pick his shots, that's how he start applying the mental handcuffs that I call it. But it's all about respect, right? Long as he's landing shots that will make Zepeda respect him. I think thus far he's been pretty solid in that regard. Where I haven't seen too many fights with somebody just running through him. Like even with him being disarmed with one hand, you see how Edwin approached the fight very cautiously for a guy with all that power. And I think the same thing could be possible for Zepeda, but he's different, right? If you allow him to get his spots, bro, he's gonna make it tough. So what you're saying is true. If he can get to his spots, yeah, it can be hell. It can be a very tough fight if he allows it. But like I said, I think the consistent movement and the constant, controlling of the geography of the ring, right? That distance, that range, what range, that's what he controls. He controls the pace by controlling distance and range as well. So I think that's how he'll neutralize and nullify that punch output. You know what I mean? Kello, my guy, was good with it, fam. Shout out to Claw, man. Yeah, I punch on the like button, man. We're gonna keep building, man. Devin Haney changed the rehydration game. I wonder why they doing it. I wonder why they doing it. Dante's boxing talk was good with it. That came from my guy LetsBuild, by the way. Y'all go tap in with the plug, man. Cause he just inboxed me that. So I'm gonna let y'all know where I got that. Virginia State Athletic, man. That's cool. But look, I'm for it. I'm for it. Everybody, it's time to kick ass, man. They probably want smoke. Come get 757. I talked to him, Dante. Shout out to Kello. There you go. L boxing and fax machine in the building. Was good, family. That's what I think. I have a bad night for the pace. Stevenson to force him to lead the fight. Nah. I mean, look, that wouldn't be bad. Nah, him leading the fight could lead to him making mistakes, of course, but I think it's all about pace and distance and range. I really do. I say that a lot in Shakur fights because he's an expert at neutralizing guys by knowing how to control exactly that. And I think what he'll look to do is neutralize and limit Zepeda getting to his sweet spots if they fight, right? Because like I said, when he get within range, he likes to attack and he will throw hands with both. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, everybody's flaw. I think it's still a good fight to be made. So hopefully it can make it. Like I'm having this conversation because it's real boxing. It kind of eliminates a lot of the BS drama, right? I know the craziest matchup I think I see up here obviously would be Boots and Ryan. But outside of that, I think I like everything else as a real fight. I even like Boots beating up Ryan. But aside from that, because I doubt it happen, I don't think Ryan that brave right now. Look, man, I like to see these dudes mix it up. So good. It's a fun idea, man. I like 5 versus 5. I like the idea of people working with, other promoters. I like the idea of teams going up against each other. That's kind of dope. It's kind of dope, though. I like it. Said just, oh man, I seen that. Had that root in the big fights there. Shout out to the on that phrase leading the fight. People are saying that. Do they actually mean leading the fight? Taking charge, being first, leading in the fight. You want to be first. In certain fights, you've seen guys lose because they don't know how to be first or stop the other guy from being first. So sometimes if you being first, that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Leading the fight, you want to take control of the fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Shakur would look to do against a guy like that. So he'll probably just try to capitalize off the mistakes that he make, right? You know what I mean? Read him, figure him out, figure out his patterns, his tendencies, and pick his shots and just box him. Be smart. Because a guy like Zepeda, you don't want to give him chances to hurt you, right? You don't want to give him the looks that he wants. You want to neutralize him every way possible. Like that would be the best bet. Shakur, if that fight happens, he want to make sure that man is wearing the mental handcuffs that I love to call it in that fight. Make him second guess everything he's doing, and you got to. And again, it ain't a matter of just making a miss. You got to counter. Like I've seen plenty of fights of his where he's done exactly that. I would love just for his offense to be spot on for that. You get what I'm saying? Because the right kind of win and performance there will shut up a lot of that background noise. Not that it really matters, but it's a good thing for him, and it just allow him to move on. I think that's a real test and challenge. I'm not trying to hear anything anybody else talking about. Zepeda, what is he, 30-0, 31-0, whatever he is, even kicking ass. He is dangerous. It's a different look for Core. I like to fight for both of them. It's a real test. Can't overlook nobody, man. That dude come to fight. There's one thing about Zepeda. Don't come to fight. He gonna try to knock your head. He gonna try to beat that body up. You see Tank get mad at Keyshawn? I love the chat, yo. I love y'all. Y'all don't miss nothing, bro. Y'all don't miss nothing. Y'all don't miss nothing, man. Y'all get on my nerves, man. Y'all don't miss nothing. But you know, man, you know your boy sees it. You know it. You know it, Picasso. Mr. Empire would have do. Dan Devin Haney would never fight Virginia with that rule. Hell nah, he fight over there. That was always my holdup about him not fighting Paro, because I always wondered would he be willing to fight under that rehydration. But shout out to Dub, man, dropping that info in my lap. As always, that's why I call him the fax machine, bro. So shout out to him, man. Y'all tap in with the brother, man. He's sharp as hell. But yeah, man, I see Tank spazzing a little bit. He says stop eating. Do that. And this little ninja fighting on Friday night. He said he not even worth mentioning. And Buddy, a cold, tell him do something. Damn, man. Tank me, spat Tank me, man. As I told you, that little light skinned dude be hot, bro. I love it though. Because people be taking this stuff personal. I love it. I don't care how mad he get. That shit is funny, bro. I just like seeing him snap. It's Tank me up here snapping. You can't even say, yo, he ain't even try to hear you say who you think gonna win in the fight, bro. Ain't try to hear shit. He's like, yo, I ain't trying to hear nothing, bro. But nah, look, as long as he wears the crown, people are gonna call for him. And I think they supposed to. As long as they're not just saying stupid stuff. Now I know Keyshawn is extremely confident in his approach, but that's how you're supposed to be. If you think about getting in there with him, you gotta be confident, bro. Because that dude is gonna be. He'll knock your damn head off. So I like Keyshawn Davis, man. He don't make it too personal. He keep it on a boxing tape. I don't expect him to say nothing different than what he's saying in terms of like what his confidence is, right? I love it. You say you got it. Yeah, you do? Oh shit, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out, man. Tank shot at Najee too though, not Najee. Oh. Hmm? Oh yeah, right. I didn't get that. That's why I say you got that little man complex. Tank be mad at everything. Jonathan 97 was good with it. Yeah, I hope not, because this is what I'm saying. Like I get it, it's competition, but like you gotta be, you know. I think Najee's pretty neutral, bro. I think he's pretty neutral when it comes to stuff. He just like a good boxing conversation. Jonathan, what it do, my guy? Connor Ben, we be in Philly this week. You know, Dub said something and laughing. It's funny. I said Connor Ben will be in Philly this weekend. Curious to see if it had the same energy for Boots like you had for Eubank Jr. Oh, man, so we going to talk about this. There we go, Chad. Y'all liven me up, man. So look, real quick, just so we don't lose focus. I just want to end it with this, like I was talking to y'all about this. Like I said, this ain't nothing that's etched in stone. But as a boxing supporter, a real boxing fan, 5 versus 5, I'm gonna keep saying it could be a good thing in boxing if they get behind it. That'll lock a lot of doors down. A lot of these narratives will go by the wayside, and I think real fights would be made. So good suggestion from Eddie Hearn. I know part of him he trying to get his lick back because he got his ass kicked the last 5v5. But like I said, I just think the idea is fine. I think the matchups for the most part on this particular list are solid too, and I would love to see it. So you know what I mean? But let's keep going, man. Let's keep rolling, man. So yeah, man. So Dub comes in and lights like, you know, y'all come in, y'all start talking y'all stuff. Y'all start talking y'all stuff. So check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Connor Ben says he's cleared. He wants Tank, Haney, and Boots. He said, bro said he wants Tank, Haney, and Boots. Damn, Connor, he called out a lightweight 40-pounder, 47. Like Connor Ben said, look, bro, he want all the smoke. Don't nobody want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Connor Ben said he cleared, bro. Clear. His name is cleared of any wrongdoing. You know what I'm saying? He said he's a clean athlete and he ready for all the smoke. You get me? I mean, Conor been right on point, man. As soon as Dub said he say he gonna be a fit. Look, he called it out. He said he want all the smoke in his article. I was reading this before I came up here a little early. I said Conor Ben said, hell with it. I need a fight, man. You know what I'm saying? He egg free, y'all. This is what he said. Yo, Conor Ben said he egg free. And everybody really can get the smoke. Everybody, bro. Good next last fight for Boosie. Yeah, right. I hope, yeah, man. I hope not, Ace, man. I hope not, man. He be too mad, yo. He gotta chill, bro. Like that's the only thing with him. He be too mad at people. Like dudes be neutral, man. He be neutral. Man. Hen dog, what it do, man? He said that's right. Hey, that's the last residue of the eggs, bro. That's the last residue of the eggs, man. So now, man, what weight class, man? Egg boy is back, huh? You know it. Throw hell, what it do, family? Caso, yeah, he back. He back with a vengeance too. You know what I'm saying? You heard what Dub say? He say he pulling up to Philly. You know what I'm saying? And he say he want that boot smoke. Yeah, call him out, bro. I would love it, bro. How you think I won't watch Conor Ben get beat up by Boots? Please, man, give it to me then. God, that should be fun. Boots a style on him. We going back to the Matrix, y'all. Hey, they make Conor Ben versus Boots. Boots in us. We going back to the Matrix, y'all. Hey, we going back to the Matrix, y'all. Counter smoke Ben. We going back to the Matrix, y'all. This is steroid again, man. Y'all stupid. He called out 3 different weight classes. Bro said from 35 to 47, y'all all could get it. Everybody. Hold on, he wasn't done. He wasn't done yet. Hold on, Connor was talking crazy. Hold on, he wasn't done. Connor said, absolutely, anyone can get it. You hear me? He said, what is this? Satsuma Head, Gervonta Loompa, Earl Spence. He called him Devin, Diddy, Haney. Nah, hey, Dad. Nah, bro. Somebody get Dev on the line, bro. Dev got to see that, man. He called you Dev, Diddy, Haney is wild, bro. That's disrespectful. He ain't even like, nah, you can't let the guy that swallowed contaminated eggs put that Diddy joint on your name like that, bro. Nah, bro. Somebody gets DHP promotions. There you go. There go my guy from the Hanos clan. Judge, he's want to fight Hanos. They think shit's sweet, frequent. They think it's sweet. Hey, man, get Haney on the line, bro. He got to beat him up, man. He called him Devin Diddy Haney, bro. The disrespect is absurd at this point. He's out of control, bro. He disrespectful, fam. Disrespectful, bro. Like the can man Connor, Earl, the only one he respect. Yeah, he did because he said Earl Spence. That's the only one he called by his name. Yeah, Devin Diddy is wild. Yo, get Dev on the line, bro. He disrespectful. Big Supreme, what it do, man? What's good with it? Dev Diddy. Dev Diddy is nasty. Everybody on that list would be Connor Ben. Right. He playing with Dev. Dev mess around, go out there and boxing. Tell you, boxing's a little supercharged up ass, man. All I'm saying is this, though, all jokes aside, he don't look the same off them eggs, bro. Whatever was in them eggs, that's not in his diet no more. He don't look exactly the same. I did see a little clip earlier where he was like hitting the bag and doing a little drill. He looked a little explosive there, but he always looked like that in the gym. It just don't hit the same in the ring, right? I've seen dudes taking his best shots. Pete Dodson was eating his shots and tagging them back. You know what I'm saying? He don't look like he got that same kick in him that he's had at before the eggs. Joe Batai fighting his mandatory Hussein Sin in January. Shout out to Dub for that hit tidbit. I like Joe Batai, bro. I like him. I think he might be the best cruiserweight. I definitely think he'd be Zordo too, Dub, by the way. If that 5 versus 5 were to ever happen, or they were to ever make that single matchup, I think he'll beat him. Dad can come to the phone right now. He basically had testimony. Yeah, I don't know who is Satsuma. I don't know who the hell that is, bro. I was trying to figure that one out. He had me right there, yeah. Needs to be realistic. Yeah, Tank ain't moving up for him at all. I don't even know why he mentioned Tank. I ain't gonna hold you. To Devin, I could understand that because Devin looked like he could easily be up a weight class or two. I understand that to a degree, but yeah, Earl Spence beat your ass, and Gervonta, come on, shut up, man. But I don't know who the Satsuma head guy is. All things. What it do, family? DeMarcus, my guy. The eggs ain't egging. Al Booger, teach. What's good, family? How y'all feeling? Yeah, Jail Patai is nice, bro. I like it. Wonder how much Eddie paid to get Connor Ben Clear. Somebody said he gave. Somebody said he forked over a bag too. But oh yeah, let's keep going. So I don't want to lose focus here, y'all. So he was talking slick. You know what I'm saying? This is his letter. This is his letter that he posted up saying that he's been cleared of all wrongdoings and all that stuff, yeah. So he's saying his name is really clear now. So that's why he's back loud and proud. Look, now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Mistakes happen. I don't condone no type of cheating whatsoever. But at the end of the day, you know, if you cleared now and everything is on the up and up, I'm not against seeing a guy go get some money and resume his career. That's gonna follow him for the rest of the time that he boxes. Unfortunately, the egg jokes is gonna always be there. But at the end of the day, if you got yourself together, everything on the up and up, hey man, get back to boxing. That's where I'm at with it. I ain't no hater. I want to see fights, and he could be an exciting guy. He could make he can make some good matchups. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against seeing Conor Ben get some work in. See, Gervonta Loompa, you managed to get on a roller coaster yet? He said, let's have it. He said he going hard on Tank. Then he said something to Dad too, still crying about Eddie not getting your tickets or these Diddy investigations making you sweat. See, the Diddy jokes is wild, bro. Nah, Dad, man, somebody got to get Dad on the line. He disrespectful with the Diddy jokes. So I assume it's Chris Eubank just. It is? How you know that? The fact that you know that, you know you a junkie, boxing junkie. I would have never figured that out. I wouldn't have guessed that one, yo. I wouldn't have guessed it. Shout out to Melon and Queen, man. Peace to the Queen. Always holding it down in the chat, man. Always. He saw those punches weren't the same in Vegas. Something wasn't right, bro. At least 3 of those guys are Americans. Man, I'm telling you. Satsuma's an orange. Oh, man. Damn. So yeah. They talking about why he called Chris Eubank an orange? That's strange, man. That's what kind of trash talk is that? Man, I'm better off being in suspense about that one. Then you told me that took a little thunder off. He trying to say Chris got a big ass. Oh, that UK slang a little different, bro. That UK slang get a little bit different, y'all. Kind of been looking like a weekend out here. Yeah, I'm telling you. Excellent, man. Yeah, them punches, LaMarcus, them joints ain't hitting the same, G. They just don't. He don't look like he had that same uptick in his approach, right? Where he could really get after you. Like, all right, one of the best knockouts I've seen from him was when he knocked out Chris Algieri. And I think Chris Algieri even questioned what was good with him after that. Man, did you see how he did my man Chris? EJ ain't even do Chris Algieri like that. Did y'all see how Conor Ben did Chris Algieri when they fought, bro? That was thoroughly disrespectful. He disrespected everything Chris stood for. I almost knew for certain that was the last time I was gonna see Chris Algieri in the ring. I was like, bro, ain't no need to fight no more after that. Knockout like that? Nah. After Earl Spencer got you too? Heck, man, like nah. Chris Eubank put that kid in the dirt. I think Chris Eubank got a really good chance at beating him, bro. He said he lost all his pop. Yeah, it don't look the same, Brody. Chris always get clapped though. He put Chris on his face. Man, I want to see this, man. I will watch him and Chris Eubank. I was all in to seeing them fight, but then that, what happened, right? The egg situation or something. Yeah, man, he messed it up. We were supposed to see that fight. He probably could have won too. Chris, what's his name? Dude was too shrinking down. Chris Eubank. I think he could have caught Chris slipping a little bit. So yeah, man, that's Chris Eubank talking his talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kind of been posting on social media saying that he's cleared of any wrongdoing by the National Anti-Doping Panel for his positive test. And he's called out Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney, and Jerron Boots and his full fight. Just to let y'all know. So yeah, Chris calling for, not Chris. Connor is calling for smoke, man. The Destroyer. Ain't that his name? Connor the Destroyer, man. Some shit like that. J.A. Dixon, what it do, Jay? How you feeling, bro? What's he say? Egging it. He would get his ass kicked messing around, man. But look, like I said, hey, if he gonna be in Philly, call Boots out. I love to see him do it. Don't just talk on the internet. Call Boots out. If you want smoke with Boots, I love to see it, bro. I'm here for it. I'm 100% here for it, bro. I'm all in, all day, every day for this smoke. You know, I want to see Boots beat your ass. So I love to see it. That'd be punishment for the eggs. You know, that'd be punishment for the eggs. Y'all. Punishment for the eggs. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep it rolling. So now the tests were not positive. No. He's saying now. I think he's not like he's up to par now. Thrill. I think that's what he's saying there. Let me pull it back up. I think that's what it was saying there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying about the National Anti-Doping Panel for his positive test. So he's saying they cleared of any wrongdoing for those positive tests. That's what they're saying. And look, he also had released his letter as well. This is also on his Twitter. You can go see it if y'all can't read that whole thing here. You know, so hey, look, that's all I ever really wanted. Like, look, get your name right, whatever it take. Like, if somebody paid the bag, I don't know what happened. I'll leave that to the people to speculate. But if you got a whole letter up saying that your name is good and you cleared the fight, I like the fact that you speaking about a Haney or a Boots Ennis. That tank shit. Shut up. Just shut up. To anybody, nah, I'm serious. Like, this is my honest opinion towards anybody talking about fighting Tank. If you're not at 135, you just talking. If you're not at 135, I think you just talking. And that's no slight disrespect to no other fighter. Just shut up. Stop. If you're not a lightweight, please don't call no lightweight out. Like, I don't want to hear it, bro. It's pissing me off because I don't want to hear it at all. He ain't coming up for you, Connor. You're not gonna make him move over square. You damn sure ain't coming to where he at. So leave that alone. But the Haney and the Boots thing, I could get behind them fights. The Haney and the Boots thing, you out here calling Devin Diddy Haney? Nah, bro. We call that man. Devin Diddy Haney is crazy, bro. I'm gonna let Dev know how you been talking to. Don't even worry. I'm gonna let him know. You check because Boots would KO and would get swept under the rug. Yeah, I want to see it though. I like the fact that he's talking about it. So I hope the fans hold him accountable. So the same way. Like if he clout chasing, call him out for it. Bro, I just was about to say, shout out to him though. Right, he 3 divisions up. Yeah, he got shut up, man. We gonna stop talking about y'all won't fight Tank at weight classes away. That shit's starting to really annoy me, man. It's annoying. Just say you want the money, you want the opportunity, but he ain't up there, so it just sounds crazy to focus on him. It just do. Connor didn't call out Boots. No, he did. He did, Big Supreme. He called out Boots. Look, called out Boots. He said he want them all, bro. So he want Boots, Haney, and Tank. So he called him out. Connor should call out Mortazali. Nah, he ain't trying to visit that shadow round. Nah, Big Supreme. He don't want that shadow round. He ain't trying to go there. He ain't trying to go to the shadow round, bro. Mortazali might put Conor Ben ass in the shadow rounds for sure, for sure. Yeah, he might shadow ram his ass. He might shadow ram him, bro. And McQueen for the fat side was good with him, my guy. Me too, because I know absolutely nothing about him, man. I know nothing about him. Nothing about him. I know nothing about him, bro. Hold on, man. I'm tripping. Said, imagine AB in the UK. Oh man. Get my boy AB. Get my boy AB in the joint, man. Get my boy AB in the UK, bro. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Let's get AB in the UK.
I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. I controlled the fight. He was missing. I hit him clean more times. I beat him. I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I beat that boy. Zach B, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? Y'all know I beat that boy. You know what I'm saying? The words of my guy AB. Y'all know I beat that boy. You know? Y'all know I beat him. Do AB. But yeah, man, look. Conor Ben, man, like I said, he putting his name back in the fold. It's good. Like we gave him a lot of flack. We still gonna give him flack and make jokes about the eggs. But I just be joking. But it is what it is. Like they said, you had contaminated eggs. Frank Warren said for you to get eggs that had what was it, clomiphene or whatever it was in it. He said that's banned from poultry farming. So you would have had to get imported eggs for you to have that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what kind of eggs you got at the time, but it looks like if your name is cleared, whether that's because you doing everything right or somebody paid it back, I don't know. But at least if your name cleared, you good to fight. Throw your name back in the hat with people that make sense, but don't call out no lightweight because that's gonna piss me off. Like you already did it, just don't do it no more, yo. You can call crap, make little jokes, but he not coming nowhere where you at. You're not going where he at. It's over with. Don't even play with the people. But that Devin Haney thing, that might could happen. You know what I'm saying? That Boots Ennis, go ahead and get slapped. Fresh Baker, what it do, man? Take man, Nas Fags and Keyshawn Bottom. Yeah, I don't know why Take be so hot, yo. He be hot, bro. Man, he packed him up good. Absolutely. If you ask the last 6, 7 people on the channel about Tank, because he the hot topic, you know, because a lot of these dudes be talking about fighting him. It's not a bad thing, right? Because he not saying it with like any ill intent, right? He just be wanting to hear, you know, he know what the people be wanting to hear. You know what I'm saying? It's no ill intent. That's why one thing about Tank, as long as he wear that crown, yo, people gonna call for a spot. They gonna talk about fighting him. They gonna say they could beat him. But all he got to do is keep proving them wrong. Keep doing exactly what he been doing. That's kicking ass every single fight. Just shouldn't matter. I can't tell him how to feel about it, but that type of stuff wouldn't bother me. The fact that I'm the topic of everybody's discussion, I'd be like, I'm the guy. That's what come with being the guy. That's the only thing it seemed like he don't really like fully accept that way. He like, nah, bro, don't say nothing about me. Tell you, take me looking for any reason to be mad and kick up. With them on the interviews, and you go, oh yeah, I get you. I'm pretty consistent. I get that. I get that. I get that. You say sneak this into the Tank? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I can't say what y'all saying. I didn't see that though. Oh, I don't think he, because it's what's necessarily hating though. You know what I mean? I don't see him as a hater of him. Yeah, I never heard him diss him. I never heard him say nothing bad, but I don't catch every tweet because I'm trying to get a little more active on Twitter lately too, man. We got to keep growing. Got to try to grow the Twitter, man. Get it up to piles. You know, some people wait till I get on here and start inboxing me crazy. Shout out to K. I don't think Eddie wants to get boots right now. So as to be in Europe, yeah, I love to see it. CJ was good with it. Oh, who you talking about? Oh, now you did. Oh, you just read a super chat. Bet. Shout out to my guy Cal Cooler, man. Who you talking about? Boots, Boots and Connor would have to be in Europe because Connor got his name. Connor got his name cleared. If that's why you were saying in Europe, he got his. If that's from what he put out the statement. He said his name all cleared and all that good stuff. Yeah, and he put that out today. This is today. That all those little posts and tweets I was showing y'all was from today. So he's saying his name is cleared. He cleared to go, and he calling for the smoke. He went from lightweight. Oh yeah, nah. He said his name clear. Big Supreme, I got you. I mean, K calls you. Pardon me, bro. I don't know if you seen it. See, he put this letter up, saying they cleared him and all that stuff. And then I was doing some more reading, and they said this is also clears him of it. So they saying he good to go. So hope now maybe he still got to wait and get a license or all that good stuff. But the hard part seemed like it's over with. You get what I'm saying? Because that would be the only thing stopping him from getting any license, right? His name not being cleared, and they saying his name is cleared and he good to go. So look. I'm all with seeing people. He made a mistake. Let's see if you're able to learn from it. Make sure that shit never happen again. Like I said, unfortunately for you, it's gonna follow you for the rest of your career. But at least, at least you can, at least you can resume your career and be on the up and up. So that's good, man. So I would like to see it, bro. I like to see it. Not live for you. Oh yeah. I love that. Yeah, that was funny too. That was funny, guys. Shout out to Cigar Talk. Thanks to that ninja mentality. Yeah, he be mad as hell for nothing. He got the little complex. That's all. When Shakur joined, yeah, man. Shakur had the right kind of energy for them. You know what time it is, man. It's levels at the end of the day, and we already know what we seen Saturday night. They can call for him, but watch what direction they truthfully move in. And that's where you could start calling people out for the moves, and you could tell when it's cloud chasing. When they call somebody out and they don't fight nobody nowhere near remotely close to them, and they don't even go in that direction per se in terms of like talent and skill, you'll see. But I like what they doing, but they not fooling nobody because again, when he got up on the live, their energy was a certain way. When they got off the live and he went back to Twitter, he went back to saying he was scared and all that. I was like, yo, there, like you have to be completely oblivious to what he's doing at this point to believe anything he's saying, because it's like, bro, we seen the energy switch. Like he could never get that back. That they could never flip that one for me. Like the way I seen him just talk to both of y'all on that live, nah, it's over. He ain't even have to say that much. Right, just keep moving forward, bro. Like Tank Vance gets so mad when guys say they're gonna beat his ass. Yeah, yeah, I know. I don't get that either. I don't get it either. I don't get it. Now, if they start talking unrealistic, like he ain't good and he ain't this and that, then I'll be like, all right, you put it on now. But I mean, anybody that think they can beat him, they supposed to feel that way. If they don't, definitely don't go nowhere near him because you're gonna need more than feeling like you could beat him to actually do it. But I don't know. Some people be so mad, yeah. Of course, I don't blame him for winning. Get a little bit of bias still. Hell, anytime I see the names Cordita and Ford, I'm low key hating. Justice Fan was bad class. I know you like seeing them win that last one, though, and McQueen. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all punching the like button, sub to the channel. Let's rock out, man. We gonna keep building, man. Y'all could come up if y'all want. Give Schofield props. Kid has potential. Yeah, you do. Tim Layton, what it do, my guy? Don't work too hard on him, bro. Appreciate you pulling up while you at work. You know it. That's the thing. Fighters be talking who fought with nobody. And Canelo's voice, yeah, that's the thing. Be fighters talking who fought with nobody. I know, I know, I know. But I'll tell you this though. Alan Garcia was talking crazy and lost to a cab driver. Yeah, he got sparked too, didn't he? Tank. He got sparked pretty good. I think he got caught and knocked out. Ain't that the kid that got knocked out? It's the kid that got knocked out, right? Oh, he came on the radar mentioning Tank. So you can't just be unrealistic. At least with Keyshawn, look at it this way, right? It's still early for that, but in his mind, he's gonna always speak on the best guy that's there. He knows that's there, but I think he knows it's not coming next. So what he's gonna do is focus on what he got to focus on. You definitely better get through Limos, be impressive doing it, go and get you that WBO title shot. Now think about it. Now that Tank fight don't sound so far fetched. Do it. Let me say this again, y'all. People be tripping on Keyshawn, but you look at the level of competition that he's been fighting. He ain't doing it the easy way, per se, right? He ain't doing it the easy way. Then on top of that, he win this fight at Limos on Friday, right? And you get through that and you get you a title shot with Baranchik. That's what it sounds like that you lining up to do. Bro, you beat him and win a belt. Now it goes from that Tank fight sounding like it was crazy to it being a more realistic thing. Why do I say that? Because he has a title. So now once you get a title, all that you ain't ready shit go out the window. You better be ready. You better be ready. You get me? So think about this. Everybody else, just about outside of a Shakur and a Keyshawn, and I'm not trying to give guys credit where it's not due. I'm just highlighting a scenario. It's not as crazy for him to speak it because he's closer than some of these other dudes with the way the landscape looks, right? He's potentially what? At two more fights in, you should have a title after that second one, right? So that's what in a perfect world that happens. You get through Limos, you fight a Dennis Baranchi for the WBO. Now you're a titleist. Now that, like I said, those fights with the champions don't sound as crazy. So anybody else talking, you got Connor Ben is weight classes away talking about Tank. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of these dudes to just be saying shit. You got Teofimo weight class up talking about Tank. You get what I'm saying? Cash crypto, what it do, Cash? How you feeling, bro? Yeah, when people ask, for the most part, Bob definitely is known to sacrifice his chance for the people. True indeed, true indeed. Touche, Cash, touche. Tank got to beat the two best friends in the same year. Real soon. Hey man, I just want to see the fights, bro. I want to see the fights. I ain't against them. May the best man win. I support them all. I think they all like me and my guy was talking. A little earlier, man. I think he said it to me. He said, think they all doing it the right way, and I think so too. I think if you just look at Keyshawn's trajectory and who he's fighting at what time that he's fighting him, he's ahead of the curve, bro. He right where he need to be. He's in a great spot. He just gotta keep winning. Stay focused and keep winning. Keep putting on for DB3, and I think that's what he's gonna do. You know? Yeah, he got to. And he closer, like I said, Hannibal, whether people want to believe it or not, he closer to that being a reality than what people think. All you gotta do is get a title. And I ain't saying he automatically gets to fight him because of that, but now that fight is not unnecessary. Right now it's not unrealistic because you're like, oh, I don't care if you got 13 fights when you get a title, 14. Once you get that title, it's fair game. That's all I'm saying. So all that talking that people feel like he do, maybe he'll be in a position to stand there. You just never know. So I'm just, in training camp, we all know that Tank is a can, man. Anyone can get it. Now Tank ain't in no training camp, especially not if he's trying to have a trip in Japan. Yeah, he ain't say nothing wrong. Right, Rob, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? Why they so mad? The talent there, yeah, he got some talent, bro. Since Keyshawn get that first belt, defense got to be Andy Cruz. I love to see Andy Cruz, bro. But the truth be told, I think his handlers gonna approach that a little cautiously. They're gonna be smart about that, bro. I don't think they're gonna be just in a rush to jump in there with Keyshawn like that. Keyshawn really making some strides as a professional young fighter, moving himself into that contender space. Like I said, he probably went away from fighting for a title. He couldn't have laid it out no better, bro. This shit all working. He had a homecoming fight. He was able to pick a dangerous opponent. You got people supporting it. Like I like what I'm saying from Keyshawn Davis a lot. I like it big time, man. I think we seeing him coming to his own, man. We see him coming to his own right now, and I like it for him. But we're gonna see if Keyshawn gets the belt, Tank available. We're gonna take the Tank fight over anyone. I mean, I would think if ever given an opportunity to fight Tank at any point in your career, especially the earlier the better for you because it's a learning lesson. You playing with house money, people ain't gonna expect you to win. You probably be a heavy underdog, all that stuff. You could probably possibly surprise people with a performance with the way you compete. Not saying you just in there to compete, you in there to win, but you know it'll be an uphill battle for sure if you a guy with 14, 15 fights or so, maybe less, getting in there with a Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? If that would have come to fruition. But I say anybody that gets the opportunity to fight that guy, you better be all for it. You get me? I don't see one reason why you wouldn't be all in it. You know what I mean? All in for that opportunity. One pressure, you wouldn't even sweat it. That's in my opinion. Yeah, that they know skill always gonna recognize skill, right? Real gonna always recognize real. I don't so much focus on what fighters say about each other when it's said like, from an angry position or just like where it being super competitive is when it's no you gotta catch it before any words get exchanged or anything. You gotta catch those guys early when you ask them about each other, right? Because at this point they all somewhat could be potential opponents. So you're not gonna get the true assessment of what guys feel about each other, right? You're not gonna hear it right now, but for some you will, because I know Keyshawn no Tank the does, man. You'll be a fool to say anything different. Fight for the WBO is a give me fight. Kambosos will beat dude. Shit, nah, hell no. Kambosos won't beat Baranchik than me. Remember, Baxter Hughes beat him. I think Kambosos just passed it. Fighting, competing at that level. But I get what you mean, though. But nah, Keyshawn is supposed to be in line. The winner of this fight is supposed to be the mandatory for the title of Baranchik WBO title. So that's all. You know what I mean? It's a good opportunity. But let's keep rolling, man. Y'all keep smashing the like button for me, man. And we're gonna keep doing what we do. Um, I wanna keep this going. So I wanted to play this small clip from Cigar Talk with Keyshawn and Cigar Talk when he was speaking about Tio. Because I got a the video with Tio Pops explaining the altercation that happened between him, Keyshawn, and Coach K and all them. And the interesting parallels is if you see the energy in the direction that Teofimo is headed and you hear how his father speak, like I was saying earlier, you'll realize the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And if the guy who's learning from is an idiot, then you bound to run. You know what I mean? You bound to run into the same type of issues because you've learned from a foolish man. You know what I mean? From a foolish adult and your pops. So Moses only lost to elites. I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I mean, to a degree, but nah, Campos is just I don't look at him as at that level no more. Like it's not the fact that he just lost to the elites. It's like when he lost, he really got his ass beat every single time. Devin Haney wiped him out 2 fights in a row. Lomachenko completely destroyed him. Maxie Hughes beat him. Like think about how many rounds he's lost in the last 4 fights. 3 to 4 fights. You get what I'm saying? This dude lost a lot, shit ton of rounds. The 24 rounds with Devin Haney, the 12 rounds, was it a 12-round fight with Maxie Hughes? Then with Lomachenko, he get his ass kicked. Maxie Hughes ain't elite. Maxie was kicking his ass. You get me? So he said Maxie won unofficially. He should have won officially, man. They took it from him, Big Supreme. But look, Kambosos is not a trash fighter. I think he's just past it. I think he had a window. I think he made the absolute most out of his opportunities, and he could retire and have a very successful career. Let me be very clear. Let me give him his just due. I think he's done competing at the top level. Maybe he can fight those guys, but I don't think he'll beat any of those other top guys. I think his best and biggest wins are behind him, respectfully. I think he can still compete at a pretty solid level and make good fights and make good money because he's still getting opportunities. So he got a hell of a team, which is something that Elda pointed out. But I think the days of competing for titles and stuff like that is over with. I don't see it. I don't see him winning no titles no more. I hear Albright gave Keyshawn trouble too. Yeah, that was the one fight without Bomac. I wouldn't really say trouble though, because I only think the most I could give Albright, bro, is like 2 rounds in that 10-rounder, and that's not really trouble to me. 3 if you want to be generous, and I think even that 7-3 just differential. I don't, he just Nair Albright could fight. You get what I'm saying? He just could fight. So that's what that was, and I don't think Keyshawn had his best performance. And like I said, that was the one fight without Bomac, and then you seen Bomac got back. They got right back to business. So I like what they building over there. All right, Kambosos in Australia. Nah, I mean, he's solid, bro. He's solid, man. He's solid. He beat Teofimo. Tough fight for them guys at 140. He a real athlete. Yeah, he is. But let's keep going, man. Shout out to Cigar Talk. I'm going to play this little short clip. I ain't going to play the whole thing. It was just a short clip that I caught from the show with Keyshawn speaking about Teofimo and his words and stuff. And Keyshawn also had a very, very real message for Teofimo. So let's get to this, y'all. Let's get to it.
Ass beat for the culture. This is for our ancestors. This is bigger than boxing. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like all this monkey shit he be on. And I'm cool, like all this boxing shit cool, but I'm a real nigga. Like if I see we gotta have a conversation about that because I don't like that. I don't rock with that. When you seeing that, you know what I'm saying? Like you as a fighter, like if I put hands on a nigga, that's a whole different. This is street shit. That's not boxing. But you as a fighter, when you see that, is that something that make you want to be like, I want to fight this guy? Or because I remember the time when I interviewed you, he was there and everything was all cool. Like it wasn't nothing. And now he going left on some monkey shit all the time. How does that make you feel as a fighter?
And let me tell y'all this. T don't know what's to come. T don't know what's to come 2025. T don't know. His best bet is to get out this top rank contract. T don't know what's to come 2025.
They feeding him to the Wolves, kid.
His best bet is to get out this top rank contract because they feed him the best 135 they got at top rank.
Ooh.
So his ass better get out this contract or his ass gonna have no choice but to fight me straight like that.
Oh, I like Key. I ain't gonna lie because I feel like top rank, it feel like they getting tired of him just based on, I could just see the energy, you know what I mean? He talking shit about them and then the Steve Claggett fight. Like I could just feel that they ready to throw him to the wolves. It feel like that from me. Does the whole monkey thing add extra motivation for you in terms of beating him up?
Or you gotta realize the type of person he is, and I evaluate the bigger picture, not just what he's saying. A lot of things he say, he's speaking out of emotion. Everything he says is out of emotion. He's not thinking with his head when he speaks.
Yeah,
He's really
Keyshawn
making
speaking
himself look
real.
stupid every single time that he speaks, and the fans see it. The people see it as a whole, and something's definitely wrong with that kid. And he blames everybody else for his why he say this and why he say that, and then he want to bring it back to God, and then he want to bring it back. Oh, it don't got nothing to do with the black and white thing. But then he always calling somebody a monkey. Like, bro, like, what? First of all, what are you even talking about? A lot of shit that he say, you know what I'm saying? So he's not using his head when he speaks. He speak out of emotion. And I always say emotional fighter is a dead fighter. I'm gonna attack that corner first, just like I already did. His father note. And now I'm going after the fight. And now I'm going after the fighter.
Oh yeah.
Tio really don't want to, out of all these fighters, bro, Tio don't want to fight me, bro. Out of
Mm.
every single body, Teofimo Lopez do not want to fight me. And I always said I would never lie to y'all.
Shout out to Keyshawn, man. Um, Listen, I've always been an advocate for this dude. I seen the pro debut. I've been watching him. I seen the Olympic run. I've been high on this kid, man. Look, I don't know how anybody else see Keyshawn Davis, but I see him as a young kid that's doing it the right way. Everything he say ain't gonna be perfect. It's not gonna come across everybody's ears the right way. But the biggest flack, and I'm just gonna be real, that I hear him get is some damn amateur losses to Andy Cruz, who's 29 years old right now. I mean, I know, grown man, grown ass man. He got a shit ton of experience, and Keyshawn still gave him good fights. Nonetheless, he won every single one of them. But he get a lot of flack for that, and I know he get a lot of flack for the comments as they pertain to Tank Davis. But I simply think that he's just a confident young man, and he wants to prove it. And you got to understand, he's full aware of, Andy Cruz almost 30, bro, and he's fully aware of who the top guy is. So I expect him to acknowledge and speak on that. And whenever asked about it, I do expect him to not hold his tongue on what he think could happen in the fight, no matter how crazy it sounds. If dudes ain't supposed to sit up there and, well, I think it's gonna be a good fight. Like, they're gonna talk their shit, and he's supposed to, right? But he gonna acknowledge who the top guy is. But look what he's doing. We all know he's not in a position where he can facilitate that fight right now. But he's gonna talk about, like, eventually fighting him, because he'll see himself fighting him at some point, right? If they still at 135 together, it's obvious. So it's not crazy. It's not crazy that he speaks that way. He's just speaking like a fighter. He's talking confidently. That's what he's supposed to do. But at the same time, look at the difference. I want to point something out to y'all. Let's have this conversation. Why I think this guy is doing it right. Look at who he's been fighting since he's been at like 4-0. Tired ass Cowboy fan. Lonnie was good with it. Yeah, is he 30 now? Yes. I thought he was 29. I thought I checked up, not recently, but if he 30, he's 30. But I know he approaching. The top guy, Shakur, absolutely, absolutely. But that's not going to happen, and he expressed that and why in that Cigar Talk interview as well. So aside from that, he going to talk about the other top guy that he actually see himself fighting, which would be a Tank Davis. But while I know he's doing it right, if you look at the competition that he's been fighting since about 4-0, pay attention to the guys that he fights, some very experienced guys early out the gate, and now. He coming off one of his best wins, one of his best performances over a tough ass Miguel Medueno. Then he turned around. He picked Lemos, who gave Richardson Hitchens hell. He could have took an easier fight for his homecoming. They had other options on the table. He took the toughest one. He don't get enough credit, man. Now, I'm sorry. I know people y'all not impressed with the Tank Davis comments, but understand that. Take that for what it is. He got the crown. They're gonna always talk about fighting him. You get me? So that's just what it is with that. You get what I'm saying? That's just a confidence fighter speaking. But aside from that, look what he's actually doing when he's given the opportunity to choose. Teofimo had an opportunity to choose, what's his name? Raymond Moritai, who was a damn lightweight. You know what I mean? Who else? Elvis Rodriguez, Kenneth Sims, but he chose Steve Claggett. Pardon me, y'all. My memory was slipping for a sec. He turned down all them guys and fought Steve Claggett. He performed better than I think people gave him credit for. Threw a lot of punches. All that stuff is good, but he picked the least recognizable name out of the bunch and fought him. Keyshawn Davis with 11 fights, I believe he got now, with one being taken from him. He got 11 fights. He took the toughest guy that he could take in his homecoming fight. You got to think all his people gonna be there. That shit could go bad. You know what I mean? He taking challenges when given the opportunity to pick tough. That's what he doing. You know he don't have the option to pick for no Tank, but he had an option to pick Lemos and he did it. I respect it because he's picking Lemos after coming off a tough ass fight with Richards and Hitchens, who some people feel like he beat, right? So that's something that I really got respect for. I don't think he get enough credit for moving how he's moving because people. And again, I told you when I don't know what it is about that young boy from Norfolk, but when he speak, it pisses people off. So a lot of times when it comes to Keyshawn Davis, they focus more on what he's saying and not what he's doing, right? Because you think if you could focus on some things that he said, maybe he said some shit that didn't come to fruition, and you maybe could try to hold him accountable for that. But other than that, what he's actually doing in the ring is right on par. He's right on par. He about to position himself for a title. This dude winning, and he's winning impressively. You get what I'm saying? And he getting rid of guys to a degree too. And when he don't, he beats you up. You get what I'm saying? He giving you what you want. He giving you good performances. He picking tough fights when you get the opportunity. He doing all that shit right. He got a homecoming. He putting his brothers on. He out here purchasing properties. The dude done had a cave. You really watching this man become the businessman right in your face. He becoming a more known, recognizable, thought about, spoken about name, and that's what you like to see. So I love the way he doing it, bro. I like to see what Keyshawn doing. Definitely rooting for him 100%. I think he about to carve Lemos up in a good fight, good scrappy fight, because Lemos gonna come to fight. But I think Keyshawn got all the necessary tools to deal with the pressure that he's gonna be bringing, and it's gonna be a damn good fight. I'm gonna love it, man. Can't flex. Yeah, facts. Tay, he can. And Richards and Hitchens win. We need him versus Tiger. That's a good one too. Shout out to my guy Marshawn Till. We straight ducking, right? Boxing hacker was good with it. Tank was given the choice, and he chose a guy named Roach. Yeah, man. I mean, that's what you want to say, man. You know, that's what you want to say. Just don't forget to mention that his first choice was Lomachenko. All right, don't forget to mention that because we could say that all day, but just don't forget that Loma was his first choice. Nato Vargas fought better fighters than Kid Austin. Yeah. Technique was good with it, fam. How you feeling? Keyshawn Davis beat the hell out of Pitbull and Oscar, respectfully. It beat both of their asses. It beat both of them up. Beat both of them up. But yeah, man, I like the way Keyshawn is doing it. I like the way he's speaking. He's far more media trained than Teofimo with way less experience. He got a more likable personality than me, and he's good to interview. And he just talked from confidence. He's a very confident young man, and he should be. He in boxing, bro. If you're not confident doing this shit, don't do it. Flossy, what it do, my guy? You feeling, bro? You ain't confident, don't do it. So I like the things that he touched on. You know, he said, hey, look, T.O., the best thing for you is to get out of that top rank contract. You better hope you get out of it. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny, y'all, about what he's saying? Teofimo right now was talking about getting out of his top rank contract, trying to get out of his contract, talking about his contract is invalid. So and when Keyshawn be talking, they always saying he lying, but I think people be picking and choosing, being selective. He's telling you exactly what it is with T.O. He's telling you he's gonna call him out. He approached him on the side, one-on-one. He's been putting pressure on T.O. for a little while now since they sparred. They had a sparring session that his pops swear that he beat Keyshawn up in so bad, and I don't believe it because I got a small sparring clip, and it don't from that little clip you can tell that he wasn't whooping Keyshawn ass like that. So I'm not going for it. You get what I'm saying? Keyshawn pressing him, he telling him, look, they about to throw you to the wolves. Basically, he's saying he gonna fight. He willing to fight you. So you better find a way about that contract. I like how he talking. I like his energy, bro. And I feel like if he given an opportunity, he gonna take a fight like that. I think he would, man. I think he would, and he'll be smart to do it. He should want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be a damn good fight. Thought I had that little clip in here when they was sparring, but I might have deleted it. But yeah, T.O. and Keyshawn, no, dog. I still got it in here.
Big right hand. Big right hand.
I know this is a small clip, but it would look like to you that he's getting beating Keyshawn Davis' ass. Look how he smothered his work. Very intelligent young fighter. He's jabbing the shit out of Keyshawn. I mean, he's jabbing the shit out of T.O.
Oh, yeah, shit. Good right hand.
T.O. got a little right hand off. Look, planting them joints on.
Good eye.
Don't lean in like that.
He was on his helmet. Keyshawn was on his damn helmet in there, bro. Blade, what it do? Fate was good, fan. Majamal versus Ortiz, the only competitive one. I think they all are. Nah, I think Shakur and Zepeda can be competitive, but to what degree, right? What level of difficulty will he provide? Ryan can be competitive, but again, it's to what degree. J.O. Patai, Zordo gonna fight back, but I think those fights are pretty good matchups, nonetheless. I do. I really do. And the only reason I acknowledge that was Zepeda because he brings something different than Shakur other 22 opponents that I've seen him fight, right? So you gotta just acknowledge that he brings something different to the table. Different test, man. Should be a good fight to see them figure it out. PBC might give Edwin the tank next, if not Loma. I wouldn't be surprised fully, but then again, you know what? Why I won't count Edwin in? Edwin got to get a win first, I think, for him to be in the mix. If they was to fight him, like think about them fighting him next, coming off an even longer layoff and injury. Like man, I think people would just complain. That'd be crazy, but it'd still be still be what it is. Edwin's a good fighter. Why not Kid Austin in there? Because they're not ready. Hell no. They know it. All fights a little competitive until they ain't. You get me? So so it's on paper, I feel like they're good matchups. They're pretty good matchups. They're pretty good matchups. To me, undefeated people just looking up. Yeah, man. But that's what those 5v5s kind of do, man. Force people to get in the ring, man. You know what I mean? That's what that forces. Like more guys that put undefeated records on the line and get in there and mix it up. But again, man, shout out to Keyshawn, man, for just being real. And you see what he spoke about, T.O. You see he spoke about how his father, he attacked that corner already because his father was being, crazy in the gym, talking crazy. And I'm about to play that clip and him explaining what happened to him in the gym. But that's what T.O. was talking about. I mean, that's what Keyshawn was talking about when he said he attacked the corner. You know what I'm saying? So let's play this, man. This is T.O. Sr. running his mouth. And this is where T.O. Jr., I believe, gets all his knowledge and info from. This is who he learning from. This is his big homie. Keep this in mind.
That said, I don't want to give clout to nobody, but the person that said that Keyshawn Davis knocked me out, they're 100% wrong. Nobody knocked me out that night. Okay? Me and Coach K are good now.
Loaded too.
All right? Coach K, I went up there because Keyshawn Davis actually turned his back on sparring because my son was whooping his ass. So when he turned his back on my son, I told my son, nah, the belt hasn't run. Get your shit. So my son came and hit him on the side, and Keyshawn didn't like that. The bell rang right away. The bell rang. He turned around. My son went like this to him, and Keyshawn just snuffed him. So when Keyshawn snuffed him, that's when I went up the ring. And you know me, I say the N-word sometimes when I'm upset, but I'm from Brooklyn and I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah,
all right?
Slang. Yo,
and they probably K got upset at
that.
It
ain't no slang. It ain't no slang, bro.
And he got the pass to come and hit me, but he didn't drop me or nothing. We just came and I grabbed him tight and we went into a scuffle and everybody started jumping on top of me. You know what I'm saying? And I almost died that day because I couldn't breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I couldn't breathe at all, bro. So it was scary. But thank God nobody got hurt. Everything was okay. And we squashed that shit already with Coach K. But it was nothing like what Shakur said.
It was nothing like what Shakur said. Yeah, it was something like it. You got some hands put on your ass. Thomas Hill, my God, Pugilist was good with a Keyshawn versus Leonard should get the title shot. That's what's happening. The winner of that fight, bro, becomes a mandatory ally for the WBO title that Baranchik got. So you're right on point, Pugilist. That's exactly what's about to happen. Yeah, they can. I'm about to say, Cash. That's where he got them breathing problems from, bro. So look, that's who he's learning from. He's in the gym saying the N word. He got hands physically put on him for it. His son knows this. He knows full well, and he's still running around here talking crazy. This still TL. All this later, even after that's happened, even after all of that's happened, TL still running around like
I
this.
can't wait. I fought 2 white boys. Beat both of them. I need a black boy now. And it ain't on some racist shit. No, it's to unite all of us together. Remember that. It's to unite. Because I know all the black community, one thing
It's
is
to unite.
certain is that we all are what? Christian. And we all believe in Jesus, the Son of
Listen
God.
to him.
So in those moments
Listen
right
to
there, I
this
get to show
idiot.
y'all the faith of really what.
Shut up. And that's what he out here talking about. So you see his pops. That's who he learned from. The apple don't fall from the tree. He's an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm not giving him no more passes. He need to be way in tune with society and how words have meaning, whether you want to believe it or not, bro. People ain't playing with you. There's so many other things so many other, ways to refer to these fighters, and you beat 2 white boys. Now you need a black boy. You are wild. I can't. Yeah, it's man, he need his ass beat. He truly need his ass beat. He do, yo. And like I said, man, I ain't giving him an out, but his father is in his life, and that's who he learning from. A complete idiot. You know what I'm saying? The hell he said about the black. Shakur Keyshawn will be lying to y'all. I promise y'all. Nah, they be keeping it real. Till said the N word when he got mad. That's how you use the N word as slang. You get what I'm saying? When you get mad, that's when you say it. Come on, man. That sound crazy. That sound even worse, bro. So Till his dad almost died. Always got his ass beat. Always got his ass beat. Ghetto Spanish too, so it might be his lingo. Now I get what he's trying to say, but it's the time that you choose to use it. Like when you mad and it just don't. It's like you better off not doing it because it's gonna cause you friction, right? So put it this way: it's like if you respect somebody, right? Like for example, I'll use me. I'll use me as an example. The entire time I've had this channel, I have never called a single supporter or anybody that's come through here a nigga. I've never said that to them. Like even when people say it, I've had 1 or 2 people slip it in to me, and I had to like check them for it. I don't even do that to y'all. Like I just don't believe that's the way to talk because you never know who it's offensive to. Some people really take offense to that and they don't want to be called. It's just for whatever reason, right? It got your reason. So if you respect somebody, right, and you know something that you're saying is offensive, why say it? Right? That like if you know full well. So like what I'm saying is Teal had an opportunity, him and his dad, to see how bad that could have went. Almost died, bro. I couldn't breathe. Like, see, you in here playing, you out here playing, bro. You out here playing. You know what I'm saying? You and your son about to get the boot put to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So you had an opportunity to see that doesn't work well with people, but then you still turn around and your son is running around talking about he need a black boy now. Like, yo, what? Yo, that. It just gets worse. He's a complete idiot. That's why I really think he not right up top. He is not right up top, bro. He not right up top, and he's not good, bro. That man is not good up top. He absolutely is not. He's a complete idiot. He never played with his license that day. Nah, he halfway learned his lesson. Tay, it's Tio that still need to learn the lesson. You know what I'm saying? Tio need to learn that lesson now. His dad get it, not to play. You know what I'm saying? Said Coach K walked up to him and stole him. Coach K walked up and punched him in his face, bro. Punched him in his face for talking crazy. Oh no. Coach K wouldn't punch him in his damn jaw. Man, then he said they all jumped on top of everybody started jumping on top of him and he couldn't breathe. They was packing, so he got packed out for saying the N-word during the heated sparring session, and his son still didn't learn his lesson. Said when shit gets hot, then he did hell. He said, I couldn't breathe, bro. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe, bro. I could have died, bro. You know, I could have died. And then at least he sounded like he's very remorseful of using that word. So maybe that's what it's gonna take. T.O. need a good ass whooping in the ring, bro. I don't need nothing to happen to him for real. Just a good L, a humbling experience. You know what I mean? Just get humbled real quick.
Pop, up. He giving me some decent up. Bro, I'm steady getting up on him trying to grab him. He up, run it back up, run it back.
They said that's how Devin was trying to talk about fighting Ryan. That's crazy. The internet is crazy. My boy Teal videos like Saquon Barkley last weekend. You crazy. Guy was a fool, man. I think Teal the most overrated boxer at 135, 140. I'll say this, Big Supreme, all jokes aside, I'll say he can be the biggest wild card from 135 to 140, or out of all the top guys, like he got one, he considered to have one of the best resumes out of the young guys. He's one of the most inconsistent performers from fight to fight. He's definitely inconsistent from fight to fight. Like if his whole journey, for the most part, at 40 has been up, down, up, down, up, down. Like that's how his fights go. You know what I'm saying? That's how his fights been up, down, up, down, up, down. Until stand back and watch his pops and the dog watch. That's cause Keyshawn was already sticking it to him a little bit in the sparring. Keyshawn already had him in check a little bit with the sparring. The sparring kind
Big right hand. Big right hand. Good right hand.
that was them pieces. Tio was like, and you got to remember, Tio got snuffed right before it got crazy. That might have been the sparring session, y'all. That might have really been the sparring session that led to that. That's the funny part, because if you see how it ended, they kind of collided at the end, at the very, very end of it. So maybe that was the one where it kicked off at. Because outside of that sparring session, I didn't see no other sparring that got leaked outside of that one, and that was around the time where they was talking about all that stuff happened. So maybe that was the sparring session. He was dog walking to your ass with K. Dog walk this dog, absolutely. Shout out to my baby girl. How you feeling in the cut? Yeah, man, y'all smash the like one sub to the channel, all the good stuff. I think Tio overrated. I think he got to be matched right. Certain fighters are gonna look back. Yeah, he, like, again, boxers give him issues. You've seen it with Sandor Martin. You've seen it with Jermaine Ortiz. If you just see those fights, you understand why he wouldn't be looking to fight a guy like Hitchens, Haney, Shakur. Those are pure boxers, and they give him hell because they don't give him what he want, right? They don't give him the looks that he want. They don't give him the looks that he wants. So he know full well to stay away from them guys. That's why he'll clout chase. He'll clout chase a little bit, but he ain't trying to fight him. And again, that's why I know he don't want to fight at Terrence Crawford, because Terrence Crawford got that kind of style that would give him hell. Not saying you can condone this, you can play with a girl, call her B word, but get mad and call her B word. Now see how that works out for you. Oh yeah, for sure. Right. Exactly. And Mr. Empire, I get your point. Exactly. That's a fact. See how that work out for you. You know what I'm saying? See how quick things change. See how quick that energy switch and you mess up the mood. For sure. So again, man, it's interesting what Keyshawn Davis had to say in the Cigar Talk interview, because he talked about how he need to get up out his contract, because he said soon enough you ain't gonna have no choice but to fight him. And I like that talk, because it sounds like he coming for the smoke. All I'm gonna say is this: when given the opportunity to choose and be about the smoke, he's been that. He's not gonna have the opportunity to facilitate no tank fight the way he did with Lemos, but that's a start. That's a move in the right direction, taking on tough challenges, especially in a homecoming where that shit could go wrong for you. A lot of guys, let's be honest, a lot of guys get soft touches in their hometown. They get fights that they know 100% that they could win and look good in. this dude clearly took a tough fight, and people kind of overlooking it because they don't like some of the stuff that he said, or they don't like how confident he is. Well, I love his confidence. I love even more how he put that confidence to this on display in the ring. So I'm looking forward to this fight come this weekend, man, and think he gonna show out. I think after fight night, man, DB3 gonna be on the map a bit more. I think so. The way Mace asked Till about Tank, he ain't believe nothing he said. You know he did. When I get knocked out, he like, yeah, it's gonna be you. Oh man. So you got Keyshawn is what is it, the 8th? That's what, Friday, and Boots is Saturday. So you got a top ranked card. You know what I mean? The DB3 brothers making an appearance on. Then you got Boots and Bam on this weekend on Saturday. So it should be another fun weekend of fights, bro. Another fun weekend of fights. I'm looking forward to them. And I think this could be a coming out party for Keyshawn Davis. I really do. I think this could be a coming out party, but he still got to definitely go out there and handle business. Can't take this dude lightly. He's seen what kind of fight he gave Hitchens, one of the more skilled guys at 40 and in boxing to me in general, one of the younger guys. So all eyes are going to be on him to see how he handled the pressure and how he performed at home under them lights with everybody watching. So, you know, I hear the tickets did extremely well. Here it was pretty much sold out or something like that. So that's great for a first homecoming. The guy with 11 fights, people not paying attention to the work he putting in. Again, I'm gonna keep highlighting it. He's making the moves necessary to grow your profile and move closer to being a household name. That's exactly what he's doing. And the dope thing about it is he's put in a position where he essentially, carrying the torch for his brothers, and they're gonna both be on the card. So I think that's all dope for him. Yeah, no light touch. Yeah, I forgot about that. Matias too. I forgot about that. Keyshawn had people in there. Well, yeah, he do. They be mad as hell. They be mad as hell. He had people in their feelings all the time, looking to see if Keyshawn can stop Lemos. Yeah, but you know what, Cash? Even if he don't, is if he put an ass whooping on him, like we just beat him down, right? I could respect it. If he just kick his ass, like how he did Medueno when Medueno wasn't gone, if he just put them punches together and just keep beating him up, I could appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Lemos is tough, and I know he prideful. He can take a shot. But let's see how Keyshawn deal with it, because he gonna have opportunities, because he gonna bring pressure, and Keyshawn like to fight. So I expect to see them mix it up. I expect to see this to be a physical fight. It should be a good fight. It should be a damn good fight. I'm waiting to see if Keyshawn said his younger brother. Yeah, he said he touched up Puyo recently. Yeah, he said he was beating Puyo up. So I listen. That a lot goes on this farm. I hear the younger brother is talented. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it. Baby girl said, in case y'all forgot, Keyshawn, Mo Keyshawn. You know what I mean? Keyshawn to the 12th power for her. She love her some Keyshawn. But let's keep rolling. So like I said, man, we got Friday, Keyshawn, Saturday, Boots Band. Should be a great weekend of boxing. You got Matiz making a return. Let's see, yeah, 6'4", 140 is crazy, ain't it? That's crazy. Looking. So let's see it, man. Let's see it. But let's keep rolling, man. Something else I did see that I gotta talk about. I know y'all don't care too much about neither of these dudes. Neither do I, but I'm a boxing junkie, and I come across these things. And I thought this was interesting. And why I'm entertaining this conversation in particular is because, like I said, it would be no dog in a race if they made Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo. It would be no dog in a race. And Henry Garcia got on Fight Hype. Shout out to Fight Hype. He got up there and he basically was saying how the fight is between them is done or something like that. And how Ryan, talked about the exhibition a little bit. I'm going to play some of that, man. We're going to talk about that for a second. So look, again, those guys ain't necessarily on the list of fan favorites, right? Neither Ryan or T.O., but again, if y'all don't want to see them make money with other people because I feel like, they disrespectful, I get it. But we wouldn't lose seeing them fight each other. I ain't gonna lie to you. Seeing them punch on each other, we would not lose, man. So shout out to Fight Hype. Let me play this from Henry Garcia so y'all can hear what he had to say. But he basically sounded like, a fight already between Tio and Ryan is done. You know what I mean? So let's hear what Henry had to say.
Let me ask you a question really quick before I ask you an actual question. Is your phone dying or is it that you have to go? Because I want to make sure I understand what your time is
My
like.
phone is dying, so yeah, my phone is. I was charging it, but it's charging. But let's do whatever we can. I could always jump in once it's charged up again.
You got it. You got it.
But yeah, give me a good question.
Ryan's comeback. What is this? What is this announcement he made today about? Give us some clarity on that.
Well, the thing is that obviously something was brewing, and he ended up, I guess, making a deal with somebody out there, and it seems like it's going to happen. That's in Dubai. His actual comeback, his real thing is going to be April.
April next year. So this thing in Dubai, that's not that's what is that? An exhibition? Is that
That's gonna be I don't you know what? I really don't know exactly what it is, but I think it'll be an exhibition because I don't know. Like I said, that part
It's
I don't
an
know.
exhibition, bro.
And I'll
He
be the first one
suspended.
to
It
say
gotta be
that
an exhibition.
I just heard of it myself through Instagram. Ryan won't tell me anything. He'll just post it, and then I'll call him up later. Actually, I was with Ryan yesterday all day.
How was he doing?
Together. Yeah, we were together all day, but he didn't even mention that yesterday.
Yeah, look,
Weird.
it's been a really it is, right? You just never know, man. Yeah, no, I'm with you. You said April would be his like official maybe comeback in the United States.
Not
I
maybe.
could,
It is.
there you go. You heard it here first. April, we should expect Ryan Garcia back.
And we're gonna have a good fight right from the beginning.
Who, Henry? Who's it gonna be?
That's a good. Well, I don't want to say the name, but I'll tell you, there's some names out there, and one of them he did mention is Teofimo. He did mention, and there'll be some other ones that he mentioned that are very surprising, very surprising.
Before we go any further, I just want to take this moment to say, Teofimo Sr., you were invited. We spoke. You told me you'd come. I got the man himself here. I think you missed the golden opportunity. But since we were blessed with your presence, Henry, we're very appreciative, and we would have been glad if it was just you. But Henry, tell us, how do you see the Teo fight, going? Like, is that fight, first of all, I guess the better question is, how likely is it? Have there been any talks? Let's start there.
Well, yeah, not with the management yet because you can't do that unless he's being cleared with everything, That's understandable. But when both fighters have mentioned each other's names, it seems to get people's attention. So, it's going to happen. Just like I said about Haney or Tank, it's going to happen. So, and that's a surprise right there too. I don't want to say anything, but there's a lot of things that are going to happen that you guys are going to be happy with. But as far as the answer to your question
Haney
about
again a little bit
how it's going to play out, Ryan is very hard to beat when he is totally himself. Has he ever got knocked out? No, he got dropped, he got back up. But was there
knocked him out,
without
Henry.
the conditions and all that, you cannot
without the conditions,
easily beat Ryan. Ryan's gonna come at you, or he's very smart, but he's got power behind his punches. So there's a chance that he could drop anybody when he's 100%. Anybody. Oscar Duarte. No offense to, I can care less anymore, but I think he's better than Devin Haney. And
go ahead, Henry.
If Oscar Duarte fights Haney, he'll knock him down, maybe knock him out too. That guy, because Ryan told me, and Ryan doesn't really reveal things to me, but he goes,
Haney mess around, box the hell out of Oscar
had
Duarte.
some punches. that I didn't feel with these other guys. So when he tells me that, he's opening up to me.
No, for sure. I was there in Houston for that fight, and I could hear Duarte's punches.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah, it was definitely a guy I would not want to
You
get
hear
hit
a lot
by.
of guys
And you're
punches
right.
when you be in the arena.
If Devin's on the comeback trail, there's been talk of Devin Blair or Devin this guy. Devin Duarte might not be a bad fight. If
let me
Devin
tell you this. Let me tell
can
you
win,
something.
that'd be good.
I mark my words. When Devin comes back, there ain't no way he's gonna fight someone that has power. There's no way. Mark my words. No way. No way.
We shall see. Now you said April.
You will see. You will see.
Yeah. Gotcha. You said April for sure, right, Henry? That's when Ryan comes back.
Guaranteed. Just like I told everybody that the fight will happen between Ryan and Tank. I'm telling you right now, Ryan is coming back April. It's on. Him and Oscar already know. They talked. It's a done deal. They're already setting things up. They're communicating with Ryan. It's a done deal.
Gotcha. Is that right when the suspension ends?
Absolutely.
Got it.
Yeah, but in the meantime, you gotta have a tune-up. You gotta have, and the buy is the tune-up.
Makes sense.
See? So there you go, man. You hear him basically after he off that suspension. That's a real fight for him. But that's interesting that you asked that question, Mr. Empire, and that's why I think it's an exhibition because it don't count. He I don't know how that situation go in terms of like maybe he don't need a license to perform in an exhibition. I don't know how it go, but that's I think he just found a loophole and a way to find a way back into boxing without having to fully deal with the suspension. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what this whole setup is behind it. I don't know like what the if he's being paid. I don't know what this situation and setup is, but I think it's done in very bad taste unless he's doing it for like charity purposes or something like that. But y'all really trying to put him in the ring with somebody in an exhibition for him to actually try to like that's a way to sneak in an actual fight. I mean, look, in some ways for him it could be smart trying to find a way to stay active, but it's done in bad taste. And it's not something that people really probably gonna get behind and respect because it's like rewarding them for getting in trouble. You know what I mean? But there are a fair amount of people out there that feel like he been set up and all types of stuff, bro. So it get crazy out there. Everybody don't see the situation the same way. And some people like if they can bring awareness or attention to maybe their situation and make some money off of them, that's what they're gonna do. Yeah, he's limited. He's strong and limited, Tay. And you seen that with Ryan Cut Creator. What it do, my guy? He had to be a draw, a double KO. That's what I said, yo, double KO. JC, what it do, fam? How you feeling? And he said the same thing about Sean Garcia. Then he lost. Right? He damn sure did, didn't he? I knew he wasn't beating the Vargas kid. I already knew he was gonna lose that fight. Yeah, man, that 5 versus 5 is where it's at, JC. I think that could be a good thing in boxing. I really could. I think it could really be something good if people get behind it. And I like the whole matchroom and Golden Boy situation. I love to see a PBC top rank get in the mix. Everybody, man, some of everybody. I think that could be a you know since the Super Six, like we ain't had nothing like that, right? And that would be something close, right? Not a Super Six per se, but something along that lines that I think is good for boxing. I think I never heard nobody complain about the Super Six, and the 5 versus 5. I think that went off pretty well, worked out, and Eddie Hearn got his ass kicked. His fighters took L's and shit like that, but um, it still was a good idea and it worked. And I don't think nobody complained about it. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a good one. Big dog, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? So he asked me a question, what's good with it, fam? Man, my bad, John. Was good with it, big dog. So yeah, man, I'm with it, man. I like it. I like the 5v5s. It's a good move, man. I just hope they really get behind this shit. Let's keep rolling, man. I got something else, man. I want another little clip I caught on Fight Hype with the Russell family back speaking, and they've been very vocal in terms of speaking on Devin Haney and if they think if he's been exposed, and they even talked briefly about a Blair Cobb fight with Devin Haney. Like I said, I told you, man, that fight sounded like it's decent, but they had the interesting pick as to who they thought would win that fight, or at least Gary Antuanne did, and Gary Russell Jr. seems to think they got exposed. So it's a good conversation. I'm gonna play it just a second. I feel like Top Man will get swept worse than Matchroom. He probably won't do it. Tay, his old ass probably ain't in it, man. Oscar and Eddie probably young enough to kind of be with it. Bob seemed like he'll be a bit stuck in his way, but look, Frank Warren was with it. He's pretty damn old, right? He was with it. So, but again, Bob is Bob. So I wonder who would be their five. That's what I want to hear. I hear the zone and the match room, and I like those matchups. But I would like to hear shit, even PBC possibly. But I just don't see them doing it either. Damon, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? What's good with it? Big dog, what's good with it, bro? So you asked me a question, but we're gonna get to this, man. So let's play this, man, because they've been on Haney helmet, man. I'm telling you, that's a fight that I definitely want to see too. I know Gary Antoine Russell got to get back in the mix, but I definitely want to see him. I definitely would love to see him in there with Devin Haney. So if your life depended on it, would you trust Americana not get KO'd by Julia Jackson or Bill Haney talk about himself? Shit, hell nah. I'm dead either way, yo. I'm dead either way, big dog. If I gotta worry about Americana surviving Julian Jackson, I'm out of here. If I gotta worry about Billy not talking about it, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? That's a lose-lose, big dog. Be in boxing news, my guy. What's good with the family? How you feeling, man? Y'all smash that like button, man. If y'all haven't, man, sub to the channel. We're gonna rock for a few more minutes. We ain't done yet. We're gonna talk, man. Let's hear the Russells. I like the Russells, man. I just want to see him get back in the mix, man. That they all can make good fights moving forward. Even Gary Jr. if he got his ass back in the ring and sometime soon, preferably sometime soon. Got to get his ass back in there though. But shout out to Fight Hype. Yeah, I'll be done, big dog. Either way, man. But let's hear what the Russells had to say about Big
I
Hano.
just was sharing with your brothers that a couple weeks ago on this show, No Holds Bar episode 2, I had Blair Cobbs on. I asked him about his thoughts on Devin Haney. He shared them. Bill and Devin weren't fans. They went back and forth. But the thing that came out of that's most interesting to me, and I wanted to get y'all take on, was that fight. Talk of that fight became a thing. And I know you say you weren't the biggest boxing fan. We'll come to you at the end of this, but I just wanted to get you up to speed what we're talking about. Devin Blair, the public from the polls I've seen favor Blair. So
Good
we'll
point.
start with Twan.
That's
Devin Blair. What you think if Devin Haney fought Blair Cobbs? Who wins that fight? Who do you favor?
I mean, they got history with each other. They familiarized with each other's fighting style because of the whole gym stuff. So the comfort zone is going to settle in with Blair. Blair, he's naturally coming in with a bigger frame, coming in with more punching power. And Devin gonna have to do something to keep him up off his ass, because Blair gonna come to try to expose Devin Haney.
I think that already happened.
Well, it's likely to happen again. I'm going with Blair. Simply say, I'm going with Blair.
Twan got Blair. Gary, you said that already happened. Please explain, and who's your pick in that fight?
I mean, I think it already happened when he fought Ryan.
Right.
When he fought Ryan, exclude the the steroids or whatever the fuck that shit is, the enhancement drugs, stuff like that. Exclude that out of the equation. Ryan showed that Devin has problems with anyone that applies a certain type of pressure and that has a certain type of punch. With a certain level of tenacity, Devin does not know how to handle that. He showed that in that fight. Ryan looked like some shit in that fight. If we're going to be really technical about this shit, Ryan was just winging fucking punches. None of that shit was sharp. None of that shit was fucking crisp. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? He was just walking forward, applying pressure, and just winging shit. And Devin did not know how to get out the way of that shit. He exposed Devin to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? I think Devin was exposed. Anybody at this point that got a decent, you know what I'm saying, stand-up game with a level of tenacity and a little bit of pop, if they apply pressure, they're going to get Devin problems. And I think Devin going to have problems bouncing back from that loss.
That's the
It's
book
not
on
about,
them.
sometimes
That's what
it's not
everybody
about
thinks.
losing.
That's
It's
how they
about how you
feel.
lose. That was a fucked up
Yes, sir.
loss.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That was a
Yes,
fucked
sir.
up loss. And you can't unsee that shit. You can take the loss back off the books, but you can't take that shit back. Motherfuckers not going to unsee that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Motherfuckers ain't going to unsee that.
Yeah.
And the sad thing about it, to guinea pig off of that, it's not like the enhancements that Ryan had in his system made his fight style better. He was doing the same shit Ryan Garcia
There you
knew.
go.
And he was getting cooked with the same Ryan Garcia punches.
Yeah. Listen, y'all know better than I know. Say again, Twan. You said something. My fault. You cut out.
I said that said something about Devin at that point.
Got you. Tonio, what you think?
Same. I feel like, honestly, in that fight, yeah, they absolutely right. But I feel like it has a lot to do with maturity and growth as well. I feel like,
yes, sir.
If he would have got up and went back to the Devin that we know of, the boxer, the one they say runs and steals, I feel like he would have got up and won the fight. I feel like too much of his pride.
That could be the case too, because he did talk about fighting in the middle of the ring. So I'm gonna take it to him. Stupid.
Yeah, he should have went back to his father sized his head up. All he was hearing was, "No, my dad wanted to go like this."
You think Bill?
Yeah, that shit was sharp as hell. It was.
Devin's choosing of the wrong game plan?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know, all that talking he was doing, he had to back up his daddy word. He had to back up his daddy words, but he had to back up his daddy words, but he ain't in there fighting for you. I feel like you should have been like, you know what? Let's be smart and go back to our original game plan. Let's go back to how I've been winning. Let's go back to how I've been winning. See the outcome.
Right.
You had to stand on daddy word.
100%.
So, Tonio, if Devin fights Blair, who do you favor in that fight?
It depends on where Devin show up after this.
Nah, you can't exclude it. You can't exclude it. You really can't.
Devin that had him winning, I don't really know how it play out. I feel like Blair had everything in his ability to beat him though. I feel like he got a little more ferocity than Devin. So he's going to take the necessary aggression on. I don't think if Devin won, it'd be a good fight. If Blair catch him, get up to him, then Blair could definitely get the one.
Got you.
Hey, but Blair is funny as shit, man.
Nah, that's my man.
Hey, he's funny as shit, man.
2024, the Russell family got Blair beaten dead. It's crazy.
Yeah,
wow.
Blair. I did episode 1 with Danny Garcia and Carmel Moten, and they gave me the idea. I've been in the field for a while, going to fights for a while, but they gave me the motivation to start doing this a little bit more consistently. And I said, who I'm gonna pop this off with? The second episode, I need somebody who's gonna come on, share their opinion, no frills, just keep it 100, right? How they see things. So let me call Blair Cobbs. Man, did my boy Blair deliver? He shared a lot. So if you in this chat, Make sure y'all keeping up with No Holds Barred. Go check out episode 2, the Blair Cobbs special. Woo, my man Blair was up in there. We got in the kitchen and we got cooking. Y'all all rock with Blair?
I mean, I think he cool. You know what I'm saying? I think he cool. I think he funny. I think he funny.
All right,
I
so
think he's
look,
funny.
I'm the only one rocking with Blair. I feel like just to throw that out there. And the other two bros is just like whatever Devin Haney pop up and Blair the Flair, he got what it takes to win, to be victorious. But you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, not for the
take a gamble and coin toss. I'm gonna go with Blair.
Nah, facts. I was thinking more so along the lines of one day, you know, we do a no holds bar. We got to get Blair on with some of you fellas, you know, just to pop it, just to go back and forth on
Oh
the topic.
fuck
I don't know
yeah,
where y'all at.
that'll be fun. That'll be funny as
Yeah,
shit.
you with that?
That'll be funny as shit.
Say less, say less.
Blair,
We can make
Blair
it
the
happen.
Flair, bro.
Blair's my guy. You know, I rock with y'all, so we definitely do a very fun no holds bar.
Blair the Fliggity Flair, man. Shout out to Fight Hype, man. Always dope work, man. Bringing the fighters together. I thought that was dope to get all the wrestlers on that at the same time, man. Good. It's good. It's good. Good to listen to. But at the end of the day, man. You know, everybody gonna have an opinion on you when you down. Dev, took a tough, beat down from Ryan, but we've seen worse in the sport, and we've also seen guys bounce back right from worse. So I think it'll be no different with Devin. It's just a matter of what steps do he take to bounce back, right? Got to take the necessary steps to bounce back. It's gonna take the right fight. Dare I say tune-up fight? So what? But that's what it's gonna take for you to get back to where you belong. There's no way you can. There's no way you can. Just ignore it. The process is gonna take some careful planning, man. You're gonna have to be strategic, but this is what you and your dad have already been known for doing, right? Being smart in your approach, and I think that's got to be the game plan for this time around, right? So I got to be willing to go in there and make it work, yo. Make it work. You dig? You say you can't screw the PDs. You also can't hang your hat on it either. I get what you're saying. I understand that. I understand it. Because yeah, you can't exclude it because it's like saying you can't say that it wasn't there because it was. But at the same time, yeah, you can't hang your hat and say that that was the sole purpose as to why he lost because that would be missing it. I think he lost to a much better man that night. That's what I thought. I ain't gonna even say much better man. I just thought he lost to the better man that night. That he just had bigger moments in those rounds than Devin did. He won some middle rounds and stuff like that. So he showed the ability to be able to put some rounds together and win. While Ryan was tired and recharging batteries, but just in those moments where Ryan did win the rounds, he won them big. And like I said, those knockdowns pretty once the first one came, it changed the tide of the fight, changed the whole landscape of the fight, made things much different for Devin in there. Like I said, he never had to fight being behind the 8 ball and being hurt like that. He truly was hurt. You could see it. You know what I mean? He was hurt bad. And I still got the knockdowns in here. All them different knockdowns, man. Boy, them things was brutal. Them joints was brutal. That's him right. Them joints just was getting bad. Back and forth, just kicking his ass, bro. Couldn't unsee your Mark Maxwell embarrassment loss, Gary. You excuse about your hand to the fight. But before the fight, you said you felt great. God, I could better ask. Nah, I just think Gary, the inactivity in his strong opinion makes him come off as bitter. But sometimes I don't know if it's really that. I just think he feels the way he feels, right? But truth be told, he wanted to pull out of that fight because of the injury. But from what I understand, they wouldn't let him. You get what I'm saying? He was told to fight or something else. And you seen it, the injury come back to hurt him. I think it was the shoulder or something right in the middle of the fight. But I think he still outboxed Max Sire with one hand. I really do. One arm, I thought he beat him. Ron couldn't handle Blair when it came to talking shit. Called Rock with Blair. I like Blair. He's funny. Blair Cobb's a funny guy, though, man. He's a funny guy. He's entertaining, bro. He's funny. He's a silly guy. What can I say? What can I say? He's a funny guy. But I still tell you what, him and Devin Haney, like I said, it'd be a good fight. The Russell brothers seem to think it could. Two of them think it could go either way. Blair got the tools, but Antoine said he coin toss give him Blair. He said Blair coming in with the bigger frame, more punching power. He more aggressive. He gonna take the necessary chances. I think all those things is true, but I do think Devin could outbox him, and Blair ain't careful, especially if he get tired down the stretch of that fight. Crucial content in the building. Blair animated. Oh yeah, he animated as hell. You heard them. They willing to get on the live with him and have some fun. I wouldn't mind interviewing the Blair Cobb because he is funny. He is entertaining. You can't say you're not, whether you think it's corny entertainment or whatever. It's funny. He's a funny guy, and if you ask him about something, he really gonna give you his honest opinion, and that's what you gotta love that. You gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta love that about Blair. Maybe I'll reach out to Blair one day, see if he want to come up here and build, man. But he's a funny dude, man. You need guys like that for boxing. He's entertaining for sure. Very entertaining. Very entertaining dude, man. Let's see. See, I ain't the only one talked about the matchroom and Golden Boy. I told you that'd be something good, man. I knew it. Unless Dev shows some better defense, I got Blair. Yeah, I see him working a little bit with Mickey Bay, and I seen him trying to keep the hand at home, answering the phone and all that. So I think with Dev now, after with the Ryan fight, obviously he just got to drill that into his head, right? So he no longer makes that mistake. Because I seen a little post where they was talking about his jab. It's funny what Mayweather was talking about his jab, but look how somebody took a shot at Mayweather and said he throw the same type of jab that Haney do. Check this little clip out, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen it.
I was like 6 and he was like
Bad, wrong. I'm gonna play that too, but that was the wrong.
I was like 6 and
Look at that. Oh, my
I was like 6 and he was like
And you can't be shooting a jab like this. Just amateurs do this. When you professional, we here. You here. We here. You here. We here. You here. 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 Here.
Try to play my boy Floyd, but the difference is the reflexes and IQ. Floyd knew how to do that shit. Floyd knew how to do it, and he got away with it. It didn't cost him. So it's a difference where making a flaw is making a flaw, but it being to your own detriment is totally different. And like I said, Floyd just on another level. His defense was never in question. He never was known for bad defense or spotty defense like that. He got hit just like everybody else, but he always was known for being sharp defensive. And he got better over time as he transitioned over to Money Mayweather. He became even harder to hit, it seemed like, because of inactiveness. Yeah, get that payday. He needed that bread, so that's why I thought he took that fight. So I don't believe Gary Russell. Nah, I believe him. I believe him. Because it was something that was documented. Like it was documented that his shoulder was messed up. You know what I'm saying? And that he couldn't pull out of that fight. He ain't had that option. He would have really just missed the whole bag. So it wasn't like what I'm saying. When I ain't saying make them, but it wasn't gonna be no rescheduling. Is what I'm saying. It wasn't gonna be no postponing. If you ain't take the fight there, it was over for you. But I think he still outboxed him with one arm. And you seen it. You seen it clearly come back like he re-injured it again. I know it seemed unfortunate, but I don't think he gonna fake it. Like Max Sio was one-dimensional to a degree. He think he a little Manny Pacquiao. He was getting boxed by Gary and me. I thought that showed a lot about how good Gary is, man. That's why I want to see him back. Like he got a kind of skill set that could back up the shit that he say. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just in there getting his ass beat by no anybody's. That was that second loss, and they had to take that from him. Look how long he was reigning as a champion. I know he wasn't the most active champion, but he held on that title, man. He was kicking their asses, bro. That's why I know they wanted to get him up off that title and push somebody else that would be more active. That's the business of boxing. That's how I know how that shit go. Then you had a guy that they was gonna push with the little had the Manny Pacquiao blessings, but he ain't pan out all the way because he kind of one dimensional. He's strong, but he ain't as versatile as Manny. There's guys motion and strategically position himself to attain a 10 fight. I think so. I think he do. I think he just need to find his way back in the mix. I don't know what moves need to be made for him to get back on the ball, bro, but he need to be back in the ring. I don't. I hate to see that he just on the sideline, just letting time go by, just getting older. You know what I'm saying? When he could be out there making good fights, because he ain't like no old broke down fighter. So it sucked for him, but man, I hope he find his way back in the ring. Devin negotiations with Catterall. Blair can kick rocks and go back to rest for payday. I wouldn't be mad at that fight. Jack Catterall and Devin. That's a good fight. I heard Bill talking about it a little bit. I think was that the boxing voice. I think they was talking about that's a good fight. That's a winnable fight too. It's a winnable fight for him. But it's tricky because Jack Catterall got that little weird style. He's very patient too. And he's sneaky. He got good power. Got good solid power. So that'd be a good fight. That'd be a respectable fight for Dev to get coming back for sure. But I respected Jack Catterall. Go ahead and get it. Shit, Regis said they could run it back too. Regis said he'd run it back with that. Regis said they could run it back, man. But nah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I like the Blair Cobb thing. Didn't realize Boots was fighting. I've been slipping. Yeah, man. Boots fight was good, bro. Boots fight this weekend, Saturday. Boots fight Saturday. Keyshawn fight Friday. I gotta check the date on Matias. I was like slipping on that, man, because I guess I ain't been seeing no type of promotion for that fight whatsoever. Yeah, Boots fighting Karen again, bro. I think you can stop him this time. Karen has shaved his head bald like some type of, gang member or something. Man. I think Boots can get the stoppage this time. I think if he listened to his pops, be a little more patient in his approach, and don't try to outdo nobody. You know what I mean? Just go out there and let the fight come to him, pick his shots like he normally do, and have fun. Have fun. Like one thing I can honestly say about the first fight with Karen, I don't know how y'all seen it, but for me, he wasn't having fun in there. He was overthinking and rushing at times and just wasn't listening. That's the first fight I watched the Boots where it looked like he wasn't having fun. You go look at that fight if you don't remember it, and then go look at any other fight he had and see it. You will see at some point it looked like he's just having fun in there. They're styling, just doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? Not with Karen. He did not have fun in there. It just seemed like a mental strain for him in there. He was just trying to get over that hump, but he was already locked into what he was doing, and he didn't make the necessary adjustments in the fight to get his guy out of there. But he still beat him up. Didn't watch the Regis fight either. Or he got beat up. Yeah, Regis did real good early, bro. He did real good early, but then he got to a point where he got caught and he got dropped. And then he got dropped twice in the same round, and from the rest, he was just getting outboxed for the remaining rounds. But for about close to midway to the fight, I thought Regis was winning. Thought he was doing really well. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting smart. He was getting it off. But Jack Catterall sneaky and he patient. And he got some pretty good power, and he put Regis down twice. So that swung the fight, that momentum in his favor, and he just took it and rode it to a win. Oh yeah, I know you've been out there, Luke, because your ass been working, but you say you think he's stopping this time. Yeah, he had to fight him, bro. We had to fight him this time because he was negotiating with Brian Norman. You know what I mean? They had several contracts. They was negotiating back and forth, but they couldn't come to agreement with the money. So that fight fell to fruition. Brian Norman had a fight already scheduled with somebody else, but he injured his hand. That got postponed. And, Karen is Boots mandatory. So since Boots beat Karen the first time, Karen ain't lost since then. He went on a win streak, bro, beating people up. So he legit worked his way back to a mandatory spot. It went to a purse bid. Eddie Hearn lost a purse bid. The fight was going to be in Germany, but then Eddie Hearn worked it out so that it could be in Philly. So now Boots got to get rid of that mandatory. And what I'm hearing is maybe they revisit the Brian Norman fight after they get that situation dealt with, and as long as Brian Norman win his next fight. And then you got Barrios on record saying he willing to fight Boots as well. So maybe Boots got some type of path to some titles at 47 after all. Maybe, but it's still slim. You know what I mean? Phyllis what a do fan. Like a lot of Catterall is a much better fighter than I thought. That's at 140 next to Devin right now. You think so? 3-2-3 quick was good with it, fan. Look, I think Catterall is like he's sneaky. He got sneaky talented, right? He don't do nothing too crazy. He just bide his time. He's patient, and he just picking shots, and he just got like that sneaky power. But I'm not that high on him because I feel like a Devin could beat him. I do. I feel like Devin skillfully can beat a guy like that. I feel like what else? Not only that, I feel like you know. He beat Regis, but even the way the first part of that fight was going, I would like to see him in some more matchups. Like I said, one thing about Catterall, bro, you can't count Catterall out at all. You can't count Jack Catterall out one bit, bro. You can't just discount him, right? You got an opportunity to win any fight that he gonna be in, but he just don't impress me. He don't overly impress me. Like I feel like his stylistically, he could give Tio a headache, but I feel like he can make Tio look bad while Tio possibly beat him or squeeze out a victory, right? Matias, that'd be an interesting fight. I don't know about Matias, man. Matias struggle with boxers that look like guys that consistently move and can weather the storm. I don't know. I want to see him in a fight, though. He do make good fights, bro. I don't want to take nothing from Catterall. He just find ways to win, right? And you just can't ignore that. Shout out to bro putting some color in the chat for the 20 piece, man. Much
And we ain't
love,
never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these, but now
that's a
it's time
different-
for you to
yeah.
get your just do.
I think Nunez, after you think Dad can beat him, no. Second best at 140, Dad's still number one to me. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I got Tio over Dev at 140. Obviously, he got the bigger win. The bigger win. He ain't lost. I know Dad's still technically undefeated, but I don't got him over Tio because Tio got there first and he put in more work. Makes sense? More accomplished. He's still a title holder. He got the Josh Teller win. Steve Claggett, he got wins there, right? He's more established at 40 and still happens to have his title. Now he's moving suspect. And I definitely think that Devin, if they fought, Devin could beat him. I definitely think Devin could beat him. Think he got the style to beat Tio. I don't think Tio want to see Devin in the ring. I think he'd rather not. I think he'd rather talk crazy about him on the sideline and don't have to fight him. So I got Tio at number 140 because I feel like he the most established, right? We know Catterall got the Josh Taylor win first, but they didn't give it to him officially. So Tio officially got the win. Then Jack Catterall got him after the fact, but so he definitely up there when you think about that. Definitely a top 40 pounder, but I just feel like he's beatable, right? So any of them dudes at the top, mix it up. Like I don't see nobody just running the table with no issues at 40. That's the crazy thing. I don't see Tio doing it because you got certain styles that give him fits. I think Catterall and Haney would be two of those guys, just to name a few, right? You got Gary Antuanne Russell still in the mix. He's very dangerous. Like everybody not gonna do to him what Puyo did to him, and that's still a fight he could win. So if you just look at the entire landscape, the top guys, you got Hitches there, you got Parrow there. You get what I'm saying? Nobody you can just look at and say undeniably they running the table. All is somebody gonna run into resistance if they run into the right guy, the right matchup. You get what I'm saying? So I like 140. That's why I'm disappointed in the way Tio is moving. He moving like a guy that don't want smoke. He turning down fights, sitting on the sideline, trying to get out his contract, talking about black boys, calling people monkeys. Like it just the list go on and on. Like with that dude. So he ain't moving right, but he still found a way to establish himself at 40. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part. All that talent. He got some good wins, got a solid resume, but he just ain't moving right. He just ain't moving right. And I get tired of him. I get tired of T.O. That's even third review. Shout out to bro, man, for the 20 piece too, man. Much love to my guy, man. I have to own. Yeah, man. So let's see it, man. Let's see it, man. T.O. gonna talk for right now while he on the sideline. So expect to see him doing more interviews, talking crazy. And trying to make headlines, pretending he want to fight Tank and Crawford. Just expect to see more of that. Whoever interviews him, he gonna make it his business to talk about them dudes. And y'all punch the like button for me, man. We're gonna cook for a couple more minutes, about another 5-10 minutes. Boom. Yeah. Let me get this video up. Let me get this video. Got something for y'all. Hey Corey, you still in here? I know you still in here. You remember this?
Shit off! I have been having a very bad day. Just got out of jail this morning. Already I have been shot at. I was on the bus that flipped over 17 times. A bitch tried to stab me in the bathroom. And somebody blew up my Porsche. I am in a bad goddamn mood. Now, I usually don't jump in when somebody's getting beat down, but this man, Jack Cates, is going to
All right, now, still the first round, y'all. Chill out. Oh, they throwing haymakers. Watch out. Damn. Time. Hey, back up. So you just gonna hit me like that in the first round? What the fuck? You cheating. Hey, bro, you straight? Hey, the round almost over. I'm trying to help you. Yeah, come on. I'm about to finish your ass. Yeah. Bro, now is not the time to be taunting somebody who just laid your ass out.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
You think this is a game? Let me tell you something, bitch. My ankle. Come on, stick your tongue out now, huh? Stick your tongue out now. I'm sorry. You got it, big dog. You got it. My bad. Finish your mark ass off right now. Lay down. Bro, if they jumping me. All right, how many fingers am I holding up? How many? January. Ah, shit, your ass is stuck. All right, fuck it. Continue. I gotta survive. Ref, save me. Whoa. Ref. Bro, we just boxing. Chill. What the? No. Ain't no knockdown. Nope.
Yeah,
I see. I waved that one off. I gave you some more time. Are you good? Let's go. Make a comeback. Now's my chance. Ow. Oh, shit. Hey, man. Bitch, back up. Damn, what time is it? I forgot to set my alarm. 1, you're done. I tried to save you, but it's over. Stay down. Don't get up. No, fuck you, ref. I can do a handstand right now.
Yo, the internet is undefeated. The internet is undefeated, man. Shout out to the fam in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me, man. I just had to play that. That was funny, man. I forgot I had that too. Shout out to Joshua, man. Shout out to Joshua. He bounced back. Or won't. Or he won't. Or he will or he won't. But that's what happened when you go out there and you fight people that actually want to fight your back, man. James, what it do, my guy? He said, you got it, big dog. My bad. Yo, I'm telling you, that shit is hilarious, bro. He did Devin Haney. Did the Devin Haney, yeah, man. Shout out to Dev. Hopefully Catterall is the fight for him, bro. If he fight Catterall next, I respect it. I think people appreciate it, and it's a fight that you can't knock. You just got to give him credit for it. B-Fighter was good with it. Boots was sickle and yeah, to Ryan Garcia's career. Yeah, Boots hurts Ryan. Absolutely. So again, man, just to wrap up, because we towards the end, man. Shout out to everybody rock toward the end of the show. We did talk a little bit about that 5 versus 5. I thought it was a good idea. Like I stated earlier, the Boots fight with Ryan, that's wishful thinking because I know Boots will go in there and give Ryan the kind of ass whooping he need with the disrespect he been dishing out. But um, I doubt that one. But the rest of those matchups I like for sure. Shout out to James. Yeah, cut creator for sure. Mateus still a threat. He's still a threat. The one thing I hate about guys like that, like with that kind of style, is like he's already lost before, but he's avenged that loss by knockout, right? I seen him lose and get outboxed before, and the difference in that fight was a knockdown. He didn't get knocked on his ass, but the ropes held him up, so he ended up. They counted as a knockdown, and that he fought Petros Ananya, and he rematched that dude a fight or so later and stopped him. And I seen him be outboxed before, but when you see it happen by a better fighter and they exploit the right kind of deficiencies in his skill set or in his game and his approach, now you start to see guys kind of take a page out of Paro's book, and he start to not look like as much of a monster to people as what he once looked like. You get me? So it's you start to get you start to get touched up a little bit more. Now I could be wrong. I hope he's still confident. I hope he's still aggressive. I hope he's still bringing the heat how he always do. But I wouldn't be surprised like if you just feel like he fight different now. I'm telling you, like for example, when Andre Ward beat Kovalev twice, right? He still has some of that crusher left in him, right? You seen some of it left when he fought Anthony Yard, but we also see Anthony Yard probably, if it weren't for his gas tank, he could have won that fight. I mean, I think his gas tank failed him and got him in trouble late with Kovalev, but he was never the same crusher no more. He didn't look like that same scary guy that was just knocking people out, beating people asses. He didn't look like that no more. So that's it's like that cloak of invincibility is removed when you take a loss under the right microscope. And him losing to a guy like Lynn Parrow, it opened people's eyes, right? Some people's overlooking Lynn Parrow. They're like, he gonna just overwhelm him late. He gonna end up stopping him. They was thinking that, man. Lynn Parrow got in there. He kept turning them. He was turning them, outboxing. He just, he didn't have an answer for Parrow. And then he was on record for saying he didn't have much of a game plan going into that fight. So that's my only concern. Like, what was the thought process for a guy that, wasn't looking to, go in there with a game plan like that? That just was foolish. You a champion going into a championship title defense with no game plan is crazy in a professional fight. So, especially with a skilled guy like Liam Parrow that's, building momentum coming off the best win of his career. You know what I'm saying? He sparked Montana Love. So he was riding a lot of confidence. Then he beat Matias. Now he going into that fight, the Richardson Hitchens fight, coming off that Matias win. So now Hitchens got to deal with that. Yes, B fighter. Shout out to my guy LWboxing. That is a fact. That 10-pound rehydration clause is the rule. That's in effect for Friday, bro. B fighter. That's in effect for Friday. So all the fighters got to adhere to that 10-pound rehydration rule. All of them. All the fighters on the card for Friday. That means Keyshawn and all of them. I respect it. I think they need to find a way to implement that across boxing, man. Because what it is when you are, I think Dub said it been around, so it's nothing new. But my thing is, I haven't really heard somebody make reference of implement it. It may be because people don't fight where he's fighting that often. And that's another reason why Keyshawn got a kind of name, because he brought people out. And that's just another good sign for him. But yeah, that 10-pound rehydration, the hydration, clause is in effect across the board for all the fighters on Friday's card. For the Virginia State Athletic Commission. Yes, sir. All right, shout out to Cut, man. Yeah, so that, I like Matias. He's definitely still a threat, and I'm glad you brought that up and acknowledged that, because you don't want to overlook him. Like, everybody's not going to be able to do to him what Parrow did either, right? So, because styles make fights, Parrow just had definitely a game plan, and at times, damn, that's a fight I want to go look at again. Man, I'm glad I'm talking about this, y'all. That's a fight I want to go look at again. Matias and Parrow, though. It's the way he beat Matias for me, y'all. He beat him convincingly. He beat him convincingly, man. Hold on, let me take this off. Big Rolo the Dawn. Yeah, he beat Matias convincingly, yo. And the way he was turning him and he just didn't. He looked like he didn't have a game plan. Now hearing him say it, like watching the fight, I was like, what the hell is he doing? He just don't fight like this. He wasn't fighting how he normally do. And sometimes buddy ass go into fights with injuries too. I wonder was he all the way 100? Because he looked off. State mandated. I like it. Yeah, more states need to adopt it. The 15 they need it, bro. We need that. We need that, Big Dre. We need it. All right, I got it. I'm gonna watch that joint when I get off. 5 more minutes, y'all. We're gonna rock out. Salute to everybody rocking with your boy. Shout out to my guy, Big Dre. And we're gonna keep rocking. But yeah, man, everybody gotta get behind that. I think that eliminates this so-called weight bullying. I think people just juking and getting over on the system. Yeah, Parrow got some pop. Yeah, that's why seeing Hitchens fight him is gonna be interesting. But I think Hitchens really could show out. I think this could be a breakout performance for him. The right kind of win over this, the right kind of opponent too. A real champion going under that 10-pound rehydration limit under the IBF rules, but it's worth it because it'll be for a title. I think Hitchens going, I think this could be his coming out party for real. I mean, this could be the fight that opened a lot of people's eyes to him because make no mistakes, if you beat a guy like Parrow right now with the wins that he's coming off, one over Montana Love, sparking him. Then he went out there, dethroned, beat up Matias, did it convincingly, took his strap. You know what I'm saying? Now he turned it around December 7th. He fighting Hitchens. He had a hell of a 3-fight streak right now, man. His last 3 fights, he be cooking. A1 Hoops on my Bretchen. What's good with it, brother? How you feeling? Shout out to my guy A1. So let's see it, man. Let's see it. 140 got a lot of talent, but nobody taking the division on by hold. You know what I mean? Nobody taking over. Ain't nobody going snatching up all the belts no time soon. It don't look like it. So it's wide open, man. Let's see who could be the first 2 fighters at 140 to unify. That's what I want to see. So at the Hitchens and Parrow, I want to see if that belt changed hands, and I want to see what kind of opportunities Hitchens got if he could win this fight. I think that's December 7th they're going to fight. So it should be a good fight, y'all, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. I've been watching Hitchens pretty much most of his career. So I think it's about time he get a title shot. And it's right on par, and it's against a legit opponent. And IBF strap, man. Let's see if he can go out there and take it, man. See if he can go out there and take what's good with my guy, A1, man. How you feeling, bro? Just in here building toward the end here. Get to the 3-hour mark. Boy, Schofield gotta chill, man. He gotta chill. That clout chasing don't look good. You ain't learned to stop clout chasing after that fight he just had Saturday. He gonna be in for. He gonna set himself up for failure, man. He gonna set himself up for failure, bro. Telling you, he better keep fighting and keep winning. He said, try to stay awake. It's all good, man. Hopefully, I help you get through it, man. We towards the end. Another dope build in the books. Shout out to everybody that rock with your boy today, man. Hit that like button for me. Y'all already know. Let's see it, man. 5-on-5 is alive, man. I hope they really push that idea in boxing. I think it'll be the next best thing to an actual Super 6 tournament. I think it'll serve a lot of good for boxing. I think it'll cause people to cross promotion. It'll put more favorable matchups in there. And I think a lot of these undefeated fighters won't be undefeated no more. That's why I don't have a problem with Turkey and his cards and his matchups. Now, granted that the fact that they over there in Saudi is a little kind of weak. I think he need to make fights over here in the States, but I'm hearing that that's on pause for right now. So, but I like his style in terms of making meaningful matchups and fights that could go either way. I think everybody need to adopt that attitude and get more in the business of making these matchups that people want to see. That we don't want to see a bunch of predetermined outcomes, and we tired of seeing a bunch of undefeated fighters and none of them fighting each other. Get what I'm saying? None of them fighting each other, and y'all strategically moving them around each other while we get up here every day and argue about who not fighting who. So hopefully the 5 versus 5 is a real thing. They push it. We're gonna see if Teofimo and Ryan Garcia is something that's made for April, or if something that is in real discussions once April's hit comes. I want to see. I don't know. Ryan's a loose cannon, man. At the end of the day, Chuck Madrimov is the best contender fight that I remember. Yeah, now that's a good fight. Damn good fight. Maybe they fight soon. Bro. Matter of fact, they do got a fight coming up, don't they? I'm saying fight soon, but I like the Madrimov and Virgil Ortiz thing too. I don't want to overlook any fight. I think Chuck and Madrimov could go either way, so that's gonna be entertaining as hell. But I feel like the winner should fight Virgil Ortiz, man. Right? Maybe run that fight back with Chuck. But Virgil need the test. He need a guy like Madrimov, man. I think that could make him better, especially if you could find a way to win that fight. But it'll be tricky. I think Madrimov gives Virgil issues. Ask Devin, ask Shakur, Greg. I'm gonna clip that one day, man. I'm gonna clip that, Cal. I'm gonna clip that. Shout out to Blueprint. 132 Usyk card, December 24th. Right. No, December 21st, right? I think it's the 21st, Blueprint, ain't it? Yeah, I think, yeah, Fury Usyk too ain't it December 21st? Thought it was. Could be wrong. Madrimov KOs Ortiz. I don't know if he KO'd Ortiz pretty tough in game, bro. Madrimov don't look like much of a puncher per se, but I think he'll give him problems in terms of the boxing ability, the feints and stuff that he do, the style, his movement, his patience. I think those things give Virgil Ortiz issues because he likes to do stuff in a rush. He like that 0 to 100 approach. So I think you give all good. That's what we had for. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're right. I'm glad you even brought that up because you're right. That is on that card, Bull Chuck. Because Eddie Hearn suggested Madrimov and Ortiz, but you understand why he suggested Madrimov because, of course, he would assume that Madrimov is going to beat Boychuk, which would then lead to him fighting a guy that Boychuk lost to, but people thought he beat in Virgil Ortiz. So, look, I'm with these matchups. I want to see them all. Push the 5 versus 5. It's an excellent idea, as I've said this entire stream, and I'm going to keep pushing it. I like the idea. Let's see when April comes. Does Ryan and Teal find themselves in any type of real negotiations for a fight? Let's see. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis. He doing it the right way. He taking the right test. He got a homecoming fight with a tough guy in front of him. It's meaningful. It's gonna make sense. The fight Takers did extremely well. His brothers are on the card. DB3 is growing. And he leading the torch, man. He holding the torch for him. Core talking and talk now on Facebook, on Twitter. Yeah, I'm gonna get up there, man. So I'm gonna go check it out. What he tweeting? So again, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Much love and appreciation. Shout out to bro coming through, blessing me, putting some color in the chat, man. Much love to everybody, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that button on the way out. And y'all beat me here tomorrow, 4 p.m. for another boxing build, man. Y'all know how we do. So with that, man, y'all enjoy the rest of this good Wednesday. I'll see y'all all Thursday to build on some more boxing. So with that, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. With that, we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word him up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Just Do Boxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube.